And for only 1 peso in every purchase of a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Promo is from December 15 until January 15, 2018. Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Pasalubong ng bayan.
What can I give to make your day? Let me send some good vibes your way. Dunkin' Donuts, for every bite that fills the soul. Dunkin' Donuts, tender goodness that makes us whole. There's always more to love for the young and young at heart. It's where love starts.
Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan.
No holds barred at talk show which tackles the hottest issues affecting Zamboanga. No holds barred with Ronnie Liedo every Monday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with replays on Wednesday after Dateline Zamboanga and on Sunday at 2 p.m. No holds barred with Ronnie Liedo.
Nang ang Pangulo ay naghanap ng kanang kamay, ang napusuhan ay isang tulad niya na may malasakit sa tao. Magkasama sumulong ang pagbabago, umangat ang Davao, kambal sa aksyon at malasakit. Takbuhan ng may sakit, puntahan ng mga napi. Bawat lumapit, walang bigo. Bawat hinaing pikit mata ang tulong.
Para kay Bongo, walang tulong ang service. Isa lang ang bisyo. Service.
I love Budget Wise because the stocks are organized and complete.
I love Budget Wise because of the free parking space. And I feel so relaxed and very secure while shopping for budget items.
I love Budget Wise because it is convenient and affordable.
I love Budget Wise kasi di ilang mga empleyado gorgeous and friendly.
LB Supermarket. Shop at very affordable prices. RTW, school supplies, appliances, houseware, grocery items, wet market, homemade, food court, with free parking area. So shop now at LB Supermarket. Priyo pa, barato pa. LB Supermarket Realty Complex, located at right along Veterans Avenue Extension, Zamboanga City. Bigger, better, greater, your partner in success. LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket Tugbunan is now open to serve you. Come and visit the newest branch of LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket, your partner in success.
Pananakit ng gasolina na daghan ang bibilib sa kaepektibo sa talan Haprasos Oil.
Going! Agoy, AHA Plus!
AHA Plus, napitala no.
Oh, salamat, Pilis Lunas, ang taglay.
Huwag padayong gigamit sa kadaghanan.
Away ayos.
Kasi ba, basang nalisa.
Bawat aplos
Kini.
na may tala na plasyos.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentamos por ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Dateline Teleradyo, taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Dateline Teleradyo, aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos team, aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Yes, kaka-guys! Saan tayo? May bagong bar. Let's go! Nasaan yung bar? Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious titty bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Cracking the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Magic 95.5.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presenta por ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Dateline Teleradyo, taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay día el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Dateline Teleradyo, aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos team, aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Okay, mga bisinos, el hora diaton, alas 2:08 del tarde, buenas tardes, Ciudad de Zamboanga, maayong hapon sa inyong tanan, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome ng programa Dateline Teleradyo, mga bisinos. Panunto ko ng series ni Sara Servidor, Albert Luna, también, of course, at mga kumpanyang asa las 5 del tarde. Panunto ko naman junto también ang mga kaliente, mga entrevistas, mga noticias, también informasyon. Junto el bien caliente tiempo, Kuya Philip. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Bird. Buenas tardes, mga bisinos. Si Agua, kung sumunod na problema ni Agua, o si Agua doon sa problema, na you're in the right channel. Este mga tiempo. Kaya na nantes aga pa yung sige takira diskuti, na pero iso happen kaya sa tarde mga bisinos takil Delta Force, del Zamboanga City Water District, todo klase ng mga pregunta que quiero sa sepasa por medio del mga text message asya. Kaya tabla pa sila, tabla pa mga ansyano, Bird, de vez en cuando ng ite klase de oportunidad, no?
Correct.
Este si Philip A. Kita saluda con todo. Muy buenas tardes, mayong hapon, magandang hapon po.
Y también diyan mga compañero, of course, veterano anunciador, al diaton na Tito Roniliedo, buenas tardes, y también former Councilor Charlie Mariano, buenas tardes, Mr. Esdo.
Pensaba ba according to age? Pensaba according to age in Qatar.
According to age? Hindi si Charlie.
Hindi siya mabiyot si Charlie.
Well, anyway.
Hindi ba yung sabi ni Kunese también este favor pa na niyo. Well, anyway, kayo nabibigyan na sa Buanga. Muchas gracias sa lagi kita a través ng programa del Dateline Teleradyo Afternoon Edition. El bien caliente issue ahora, amo gané por causa de la escasez del agua este tiempo, por causa del tiempo de soles. El mismo pag-asa para hacer prediction que posiblemente que este uno del más largo tiempo de soles kanato na kina-internasyon. Cosa ba ang mga mitigating measures kita ahora también el dato de Zamboanga City Water District. Bastante va a ser también la capacidad para contestar con la necesidad de la escasez de agua aquí en la ciudad de Zamboanga. Ese va Prime Water, él puede contestar también con la necesidad de agua diario. Okay? Sila más antes ya prometted that they will be able to give us water for 24/7.
Yes, and they'll be there for 40 years.
They will be there for 40 years.
Di ang pregunta ron, kosa ba mga lugar el afectado? Este, Weste lang ba? Pueblo lang ba? O el Este?
Well, mga legal Bert, mga gentlemen, no, mga vecinos, mga suki palangga diaton from Limpapa to Licomo, we are very lucky today. Kung mayabla ka ni si Ronnie, que todo el mga big guns del Zamboanga City Water District, taki-aura na teleradyo para contesta el mga question del mga vivientes diaton. Of course, taki si Sir Edgar Baños, hindi lang mga vecinos conversa para con el Water District, siguro lego un rato pa, pero takil diaton mga technical people que pwede contesta diaton mga technical and not so technical questions.
I would also like to delve into what are the plans of the Zamboanga City Water District insofar as the sila water supply for the city of Zamboanga is concerned, because we have to think 10, 20 years ahead kanaton. Okay?
Projections.
Aparece projections diaton el escasez de agua mas uminteman sa todo el año.
Correct.
Anyway,
is it about time for us to adopt certain measures like, for example, a proposal for desalination, el impounding dam,
pending.
impounding dam, tamang kwento kita, bata pa yun.
Utang
Sila
kwento,
mumut pa kayo ko tiyan.
Bata pa man to
Impounding
syempre.
dam.
Bata pa man to.
59 anyo yung aura. Kwento pa siya padali impounding dam. Nagsama kita siya padali yan.
Siguro ron, mientras tanto, pwede kita man-introduce ko na diyato mga guests.
Yes, I have the honor of doing that. Junto a tunarat también, we have Engineer Valerie Gay Gutierrez, el head del Zamboanga City Water District El Niño Task Force. Buenas tardes contigo. El más mestiza que también allí junto con este tiempo también. Junto también con ahora, el ingeniera Marley Acosta de Fiesta, Department Manager, Engineering and Construction.
Yes, buenas tardes.
Buenas.
Todo ko na datang mga listeners and viewers.
Women power.
Women power makita kalaran ng Zamboanga City Water District.
2019 daw is a year of the women. So,
Is it
is
it also foretelling of the future?
I don't know.
Junto ka tunarat también, the only thorn among the roses, el ingeniero Teotimo C. Reyes Jr., Department Manager, Production Department. Buenas tardes contigo, Engineer Teotimo.
Sila Ron, el miyembro del Task Force El Niño, que newly lang naman create ang datong Zamboanga City Water District.
By the way, on the sidelines, sabi ka natin ng tiempo, I don't know if we can focus the camera on the side, no? We also have the Corporate Planning Department Manager, si Michael Angelo Carbon. Nagwapura dahil sa kasi kung Judge Carbon.
Hijo ba kayo ni Judge Carbon?
Judge Carbon. Después, of course,
El information officer.
Herr Altman himself, Mr. Edgardo Lorenzo Baños, Community Relations Chief, del Zamboanga City Water District.
I think he's the nephew of Congressman Celso Lobregat. Because the middle name is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, they are related? Yeah.
Sila ba? Oo. Middle name na suyo. Yung mga bisinos, siyempre ko kita, si preciso, el TV11 Dateline Teleradyo Afternoon Edition para manhuntukan natin el personajes y también oficiales del Water District mga bisinos. Para diskuti con este mga aviso ya man launch mas temprano el Water District. Man start ani kita porque man create kun el Task Force El Niño. And of course, talyaman el Niño Watch by Pag-asa. Siguro yes,
well, antes siguro, Bert, pregunta kita por causa del new creation of Water District, el Task Force El Niño. Siguro, kaya kita pregunta kung Sir Bong o kung Ma Marley ba, antes de concentra kita na El Niño problem mga bisino. Si Cosabal overall water situation aura, na West Coast, na East Coast, y na syudad, na sentro del diatong syudad de Zamboanga.
I think si
Sir Bong.
Si Engineer Bong.
Engineer Bong can answer that, no?
Actually, as task force ang former management, no, the Zamboanga City Water District, because of the present status del water, del mga stream flow, no, which we are very Zamboanga City Water District depends on the surface water jatong ngayon. Daton source para de daton drinking water. I mean, el mga rios, no? So, actually, before pa si el Juan del El Niño, forecast, we were already feeling the, the otro el stream flow de daton mga Juan, as early as mga November, that officially, no? So, after that, there was already that, from Pag-asa na there will be really El Niño this year, no? So based on the stream flow, that's why we were kita kami po ko alarm, no? Del December may mas kita ulan. So ralo ya ulan, no? Comparing to the last 2 years, no? When we don't have that El Niño, So cuando tabay el stream flow aton, so I already informed the office, no, kay kanya kanikipan siya ng situation. That's why este task force was created by GM, no.
Kailan nyo, sir, man back up the question. Kaya ba kita definitive technical guidance coming from the agencies of government? Si pakilaya ba kung sa extent del upcoming El Niño, will this be as worse as the previous or better compared to previous effects of the El Niño phenomenon?
As of now, Chene man, no, yang el dila forecast is though maybe it will be worse than what we had in 2015 and 2016.
We have been talking, this prediction has been made 2 years ago. We were already talking about this phenomenon of El Nino para este año, no? Since that time, when this was first discussed by the district, Pag-asa, and other kanani, kung sa kita mga mitigating measures kaya pwede po na enpuesto, para siguro que hindi el sale afectado el consumidor también del pueblo con la escasez de agua. Pwede ba si Ma'am
Valerie,
no?
Sir? Mitigating
Okay,
sir. For now, sir, no, as we all know, prime water is already there, and then tan-augment yala na supply from the water treatment plant. And by that, divided the Aldeaton service area, which part of the central and part of the east coast area is being served by our water treatment plant, and part of the west coast area, yan serve El Prime Water. So by that, ay menoraw ya el load per area di aton, and ta pwede experience siya when pressure el individual areas.
Yeah. Ese el ponido de mga pipelines di aton para mas bueno el distribution de agua. Ya pwede ba si akabaya el prime water or hasta araw may pa sila manmit nila schedules?
If I may, actually, the 23-kilometer pipeline from our treatment plant by Prime Water has been completed already. Actually, si el mga yan dili alya mostly really is akel disuyo restoration. Oo. Chene lang kita chene issue kanila por eso kel. But real situation gayod, por eso chene abahada alya na arriba kanato na Sas River, abaha by 1.42 meters. El level del intake del di aton Prime Water.
So kaya this year, el present status, na Tumaga River di aton, bin abahaw sa tempo. Actually, we have videos, no yan visit kita na Tumaga River just this week, bin abahaw yung level, and same with Sas River, source tam din del Prime Water.
Yes.
So, are we going to suffer the same incident of 2016? Kay before 2016 may pa Prime Waters.
Yes.
Aura with Prime Waters, but we still suffer el poco raw water también.
The water district will manage COSEL available resources, but definitely it will not be the same as the effect of 2016. You know, si Sir Charlie siguro can really say to the public kay last El Nino yan suffer gad sila. Para kay Talia de aton grande tubo istaba na Prime Water and they can still produce. We have augmented. Therefore, a West Coast area de aton will not suffer as much as
I was about to sell the house there. Anyway, no walang concern. No? Anyway, I will pursue the point, Bert, no, raised by Sir Ronnie Enantes. On the other hand, kasi mga preparations si ASEL Water District in view of the upcoming El Nino. In the 2-year period time or possibly longer than that, para prepara con el Water District, make it resilient and ready for the challenges of the El Nino.
Oh yeah. Actually, over time, manada yaman tamang kita mga sources yaman identify, and then our water resources unit has been continuously studying mga stream flow, their various rivers within Zamboanga City, which will be possibly that can be tapped. Actually, the water district has an immediate midterm plan of putting up another plant at the East Coast. Oo. Pwede pa lang man in place el Aquino West, but overall, akil gayod sustainable long-term plan, syempre, is being looked at right now is still the impounding dam because per na FS Disuyo, if I can recall it right, the impounding capacity Disuyo is good for 8 months. So, and then el normal onset de aton, duration del El Nino, is alto yan si 6 months. So therefore, if chene kita impounding dam, all year round, sustained el requirements del di aton pueblo.
El effects ba del di aton El Nino, although no hay como se les declara también rationing of water. Coastal projection di aton, cuando se tupakan naton, cuando kita sinti el epekto, sa areas are affected.
Actually, no, el projection yaman, we have already projected, no. If kasi there is already the daily decrease, no, na stream flow daton. So if the trend will continue and then there will be no rain, no, coming. So maybe siguro mga before the end of the month we will siguro
Yeah. Ese, pumunta lang kayo mas temprano, ese impounding dam, bata pa kami di Edgar Baños, tagkwenta po kanilang impounding dam, ara blanco mi pero, amo pa kita siya tamang kwento. When are we going to realize that? And when are we going to concretize the effort to put up an impounding dam?
Actually, if I may say it right, it is still already under study by the NEDA.
Yeah.
Sige.
Rato naman kwento kita kung Michael Angelo Carbon sa Kunese. Kay importante si el Juan.
Pero kaya kita, yes,
Engineer Bong, simple kita con el epekto del formative stage desde El Niño, no? Secas. Okay, so si Aura pa lang do tagwalya na itong costaw, cosa el pinaka-worst kita na espekto sa Engineer Bong? Si por ejemplo, alarga paste.
May ganun, no? We apprehension lang gamin, no? Kasi really, may mas got rain, no? Most likely, siguro we have to go on rationing ngayon, ration, no? Kasi, but as earlier said by Marley, el effect del rationing that will not be the same as not all areas that como antes. Lesser, kasi kaya kita additional supply now coming from Prime.
Well, pero despensa lang to Engineer Bong, ustedes, no? Siguro tama ustedes, it will not be the same as compared to the past. Siguro, para kung mga lode masyado, por consuelo ilang lese. The mere fact ya conforme kita kontrata con el Prime Water for 4 years contract, so alto ka ng expectation yaton, and then now here comes este klase semejante situation, and then again we are talking about water rationing.
Yeah.
How do we justify that?
Maybe sir, in answering that question sir, as ito klaro kay hindi ba si apektaw for example el western side del ciudad de Zamboanga?
Areas affected.
Areas affected na rationing would only be the city proper area.
Based na ko sa yaman yase because
coastal coverage
because we have to admit amoy sa kwento kami ng mga Sembrano Key, when Zamboanga City Water District was courting the water consumers to approve ang idea para enter dito na kontrata with Prime Water, alto ka expectation yaton. In fact, in several press conferences siya, pigunta kami no less than ko na General Manager Chito Vasquez, tadali ka alto hope kay si Akil Tiempo noy pa si Prime Water, terrible el ration de agua, no?
In this particular program, when Prime Water became a guest here, they even promised that they will be able to give water 24/7.
And ironically, Tanyal Prime Water, na-operaya, and then water rationing siyempre ang kwento di aton.
Pero, sir,
we know, kasi Chinatamen Eagle, semejante Prime Water na East Coast, al llegar al El Niño, water rationing siyempre ang topic di aton.
Sir,
kasi
kita klaro, sir. In relation to what Philip was saying, kasi kita klaro, sir, no? Maybe si Sir Carbon, kita may mga technical people diaton, na kontrata del Prime Water and the Zamboanga City Water District, cosa el tenor, insofar as the inability of the supplier to provide the maximum water volume to the city of Zamboanga, cosa el options del Zamboanga City Water District, cosa el tenor del palabra del mga provisiones na kontrata?
If you look at the contract, of course, yan mga penalty provisions, sir, no?
Yes.
They are, the aton contracted volume is 50 million liters per day, gayod de. But however, yan naman kay aya provision, acerca di force majeure. Oo, so, el mga acts of nature is not, there are also a pertinent provision regarding that matter. And downfall na source, alya na the aton Prime Water, was projected a long time. And Prime Water is doing their thing. Actually, they have completed, I think, 2 wells already. One is giving 1.1 MLD. The other is being tested right now. I hope this will be up and running at the height of El Niño so that it can really serve pa hanggang sa city.
So admittedly, sir, ma'am, no? Admittedly, kita ko nila Prime Water na scene. Si to el kapabilidad lang del Zamboanga City Water District through the Tumaga River and other deep wells, mga deep wells kina syudad. Maybe during the worst of the El Niño, hindi bastante el supply de agua. Hindi kita pwede dali. Kung matabla ka nito, we have to go through the rationing process. So, pero cuánto porsyento del supply ay perde con el ciudad the moment man set in el Niño?
Yes, based on experience the other time, no, we can go as low as mga 20% gamon production.
From the 100?
From the 100 to 80%. 80%.
Yes.
So,
Cause ang epekto din sa sir.
Menguada, sir, 20% lang.
20%.
So, hindi ka galit yung grander menguada?
Based ato mga jaton records, historical previous droughts yan kami. Ang sinalaman taba sa mga
20%.
If that is so, Engineer Bong, we do not have to resort to water rationing.
Actually,
Mengo lang el puwersa del tulo. Si amol
pressure,
pressure.
Pero because we have already also expanded, no, yan kami mas mucho ara concessionaires. So, el volume requirements ya amon mas yasudi. So, the same lang el ya amon production.
But that should be part of the projections, di ba? El consumption diaton. And
Yes.
as you said, you have 2 years of preparation for this.
Yes, actually lang gulya na lang kami because of this no, pero under normal condition we can already serve, no. Kaya lang because of this let's say El Nino, no, which the brasa nagat kami
with this less production, engineer, no, less by 20%, of course affected el pressure no pwede bumbia por parte puersa, so affected aquí el mga lehanos barangay taman serve el old production ng diaton el diaton planta. So pakilala el manera para masking kilaya komportable mga bibiyentes diaton, at least el water district chene el serbisyo dali kanila kosa usades modo el usa
as during rationing, no, kay if there will be rationing si donde areas taman supply kami water, it will be augmented by the delivery trucks. Manila kami man-deliver ng mga area.
I don't know ilang water rationing, that being the case.
Kaya
tayo water rationing, chene aki, muay aya. Chene aki, muay aki.
Correct.
Amo sir, di amo.
Ninyo, si donde kami man sir, pumabla este area, taman sir kami, we will augment it with deliveries pa.
At depende sa si matindigan kami kung sa water,
of course,
water, no, I understand
because we have had enough.
Pilipas sa panon this, okay? When kumutabla lang si Philip Aki, no, when they were courting us, they went to media, they announced that they would be able, they are capable and more than capable of giving water.
And we believe them.
Yeah, and we believe them. On that particular note, we believe them, no? And punto sa yatene si ako sa pase president ko niya el Iloilo ta reklamatamen ko ng prime water. They made all the promises and now they cannot provide water for the people of Iloilo. Can that same phenomenon also happen here with us?
Actually, right now, kumayabla si Engineer De Fiesta, yat tangpan sa sila ara, they will be augmenting it with groundwater. That's why they have already constructed wells, no? Actually, the projection nila, no? Projection because they have to test also the volume of water that they can extract. Actually, yaman survey sila, I think they will be putting up about 6 wells, no? 6 wells. Si normal lang man timing, kaya cancel ninyo, na pa sila kabadila wells, no? But they were doing their part also.
Just to clarify, El Prime Waters hindi taman supply kung nalang sa Zamboanga City.
No.
West Coast area lang.
West Coast City proper.
Correct. So el concern del Prime Waters is just to supply water West Coast area.
Yes.
El tamang kwento kita kung Serbong is Pueblo itamin East Coast area. Okay.
Actually, Sir, no, Sir Bong and Sir Ma'am Gutierrez and of course Ma'am Marley, I was chairman of the Council Committee on Utilities when this matter was heard by the Committee on Utilities. And of course, yaman request kita kung el Water District, el prime water people, especially the proponent mga vecinos, para contesta cuantos del mga visions de ila. And it was revealed during the series of committee hearings at that time that this prime water facility in Pamukutan is designed to inject additional water volume into the system from the West Coast. And naman request namin kita through a council resolution. This was several years ago para busca naman ng water district, maybe through Prime Water or some other outfits, another source of water big enough to supply from the East Coast. I don't know what happened because I remember many years ago when the last round of water rate increases were authorized by the people of Zamboanga and Lua. One of the conditions there was that the water district would use the additional money to discover new sources of water for the city of Zamboanga.
2 years has passed already.
That was, I think, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah, the public hearing was November of 2008.
Yes.
And as part of the promise in the 2008 water rate increase is the construction of a water treatment plant facility at the West Coast.
So
Yung
this
sa
was
is,
already
yes, that was
listed.
already part of the 2008 water rates public hearing
Because
as part of the program.
kami na kami, sir, no? Kami na Teleradyo, we hear complaints from everybody, every day.
Every day, sir.
Kami na kita ang problema ki, weak link na water supply ki situation and East Coast. Because while we have the sources in Manikaan and Mercedes, yan sila deep water facility, the other parts of the East Coast, and you're talking of a very long area, practically without consistent water supply, a firm water supply that could provide for the entire year. So, if at all, yan naman kita buwan pasilidad aki na city proper, yan kita na Pasunangka, yan kita na Pamukutan, el problema di aton is the eastern side del Ciudad de Zamboanga. What are the options available to the water district over the next 2 years, 3 years, and beyond?
Ganun talaga. It's within the midterm plan that you will, it's a necessity kay man construct kayo the water treatment plant at the West Coast with the capacity, at the East Coast with the capacity of about 50 to 70 ml dapat.
Bigger than
Sustain.
Pamukutan, ma'am.
Yes, because of the bypass road also, it's being the area is becoming very highly commercialized already.
What I cannot understand is that if this deal with the Prime Water came in 10 years ago and they
the Prime Water much later.
Much later,
Kung saan yung
Akal hearing na water rate increase, that was 10 years ago.
And we have the mandate to identify other water sources. From that time until now, pakikita nga pati pa man develop ko na siya mag-identify water sources to provide for the East Coast area. What seems to be the main problem here? Is it funding? Is it the lack of sila interest on the part of our investors to put monies to develop this water sources diaton? Kung sa may ASEAN board diaton dala kay water district, para pwede man develop ko na si mag-identified water sources in the East Coast también. Because that's the main problem. We're not talking about the problems in the West Coast anymore. Diba? We're talking about the problems in the East Coast area.
Sorry if I may say, sir, no? Actually, there is an ongoing construction right now by DPWH of facility there, source development facility in Rancho Frio Vitali and in Bungyao, Sumidero. It's a 121 million worth of project. It's now being implemented. When it will be completed, it will augment our scarcity doon sa areas where near that sources. As to the source naman, sir, for the water treatment plant, our water resources unit has been continually studying muna, sir, yung mga sources kasi we have to establish the cycle, the simple cycle before we can finally be able to say kay feasible akil man develop. So Ancina, at this point in time, Ancina Tasel Water District, it's all continually studying
What's
the
your
flow.
timeline for this to be realized? Because if we keep on studying it, bakuti mo naman PhD kita.
Hindi, sir. Per program of work di amon dapat by 2020, 2021, 2022, talias eh.
Are we
It's
keeping
being
with your
considered.
timeline?
Well, yes, we're still on track as to that.
But the plan to put up another facility similar to the Prime Water facility in Pamukutan in the East Coast is there.
Yes, sir. It's
And
really in the pipeline.
If ever the City Water District will venture into another similar project, would it be on a similar private sector involvement scheme, or it will be fully funded by the Water District through its funds?
Not necessarily, sir. It will depend really. Kasi actually, when we presented the 2008 water rates, the original plan for the construction of the water treatment plant at the West Coast is to be funded by the Water District. Kaya lang, because of government procedures which makes it very long for us to do the bidding and everything, so it was decided to be done that way so that it will be faster. And true enough, they were really ahead of their schedule.
But most likely, ma'am, if ever one will be erected in the East Coast, this will be on a similar investment arrangement.
Actually, there's nothing definite yet, but it will be constructed.
How solid are the finances of the Water District?
Well,
kay tiyan naman kita ara 100 million plus na Bungyao, ma'am. That means solid just kay El Prime Water only costs about 800 million pesos. How solid is the financial position of the Water District?
I think about it.
Can we talk about that?
Later. Sige. Ano lang ani kita? Into specifics ani kita ron.
Sige. Mr. Michael lang, come on.
Gagon dato, no? Into specifics ani kita ron. Para intendel mga bibientes at 20% less na di aton este production makel del potable water mga kwanto ora el perde agua na di aton mga households. Siya ba identified ang sina? And as a 20%, early pa lang kita na entrada pa lang del El Nino, and we are going to expect much lesser el di aton raw water. So pakilaya ang projection diya.
That 20% that based on our one, that was the worst one, no?
Okay.
So it might not be 20%.
It could be less.
Previously, ang sinabi baho ba?
So mga
hopefully it will not be that.
Sir, actually Albert pa point, sir. Tiyan antes El Nino 8 meses kayo. Quanto porsyento kaya abahan na supply del agua?
Akan gayod ko sa year na kaya target.
A long time ago, mga 15 years. 15 years.
I think
about 1990 sir.
Mga 60% got killed. Mga 60% lang kami tapos ma-produce. Pero it did not really, at that time, then ito ko pa jamon connection. We did not even have,
Granting kayo sa rest of water source Arabian Abahaw ya gayon, El Sas River, kay source del agua diaton, pati el Paso ng River, binapekto ya gayon. Is it timely for us to do cloud seeding already para pwede kita agbanta agua, metatan, o kung ano yun, mas temprano ng tiempo?
Actually, provide kita sa mga cloud seeding, no? But it's not very successful cuando kinasambuanga, no? Kasi also one time kasi as a cloud seeding bueno lang say kayo, you have to look for the clouds no reactor pan tenebes may gayot so tenebes chene clouds man chenito seeding ala pero it will hindi kaya na gatong watershed
sa otro probinsya
kasi chene kita ako ga rainforest dapat ali gayot no so by this time siguro it's not yet.
Manpulso lang yung otro bes mga kwanto ora kita per de agua ng mga households si aton.
Based on the schedule ya para si Gamon share no. I think you can consider that.
Per schedule sir, as of now, the earlier time pa hindi pa siya gaanong mahaba. We have at least 4 hours no ay agua per area. But then 2 areas ng anay si kita man implement is 90% reduction lang sa na di aton 90% pa di aton water production. Yeah. But then eventually if it will go down more like ako tabla sa Serbong 80% ya lang ay mas largo po ko per de agua per area.
So prinsipyo di aton is 4 hours of no water.
Yeah. As a maximum para dali kita time to recover el diaton supply and
sige kita klaro sir kung may abla si Albert hindi ka sir being grande el initial effect na households diaton kay kwanto ora lang gali no
as ara sir yes because of the prime water since poco elang el diaton area tan serve el treatment plant
mang problema tayong kami na kalarian si bombia todo el agua del prime water para kinapueblo.
I know, sir, because we have this isolated valve. As a prime water intended for West Coast and portion of the central area only. So, si man rationing man kami, concentrated part of the central and East Coast area. So far, no ay pa pronouncement at the West Coast in terms of prime water, si generationing kita man implement. So,
yes. And the next point, sir, is in relation to El Nino. No? Kaya sabi kita na El Nino, escasez ka del agua. Sabi tamin kita, Bert, Ronnie and Philip, el systems loss, igual ba na sa ko, 23%, are abahay doon na 21%. Sabi kita, el systems loss na CCWD, about almost 50%. And we know that 50%, si usa lang ko na sa imbonamente, hindi sa man-waste, that could very well help solve the water situation, the water problem na di ato syudad. Kosa el di aton esfuerzo ara sir, no? I'm addressing this to either Ma'am Marley or si Sir Bong para pwede asigat abaha dramatically kung este systems loss di aton and thereby contribute to the water supply situation.
As a rejoinder
positively.
Porque kasi 50%, antes 50%, atara 50% na kita tauwi.
No.
Kasi hindi takita 20%.
Yaman sir, no?
Hindi lang revenue waters.
Actually, when we started,
20% yan lang o 10% yan lang.
Cuando yan kasi ka natin kontrata sa Bongo Water, no? We were at mga 50%. Pero yabahaya, sir.
Yabahaya.
Quanto yan?
Siguro mga 46.
Alam mo lang, ako lang sir.
Kaya, ang sinunod, sir. Yes, kasi bila kasi program is for 5 years. They are now on the 3rd year, no?
Okay.
Kasi hindi man sa dangin ka pwede kay they were forming as a DMA for that district metering areas. So yakabaan sila man isolate para pwede sila mira doon sa area kwanto el perdition. So they will start kung sigame man arrest alier kwan to bring down the
So in the span of 3 years, Sir Bong, in the span of 3 years, from 50 to 46, 4%.
na palang kita sila pwede ase abaan, no? Pero now they are ready now to really work on the detection niya kayo
putting up of DMAs tan mean as the construction tan digging sila so it would take
sila mga valves mga
I asked that question, Sir Bong, Ma'am Valerie and Ma'am Marley, because very crucial, no, strategic RL improvement na systems loss because of the coming apportionment of water. Kung sa batalya mo sa Bert, schedule of water lang, hindi kita 24/7 rotational service lang El Water District. Kung sa kita po diya, maybe over the next, we don't know when the El Nino will set in very seriously, no? Kaya doon, hindi pa mga din seryoso. Kung sa diya immediate response ko para man-address ko ng systems loss.
Actually, progressive man di amon effort, sir, no? Na leak repair di amon. Chinagad kami team 24/7 on site para to arrest these leakages, to proactively look for this, and to do our standard repair works gayod para to save water instead of going down the drain.
Actually, Consul Charles, I can attest no yan. Text you kun Engineer Marley de Calnoche, dayon niya responde.
Bueno, parte na number ni Marley.
Yung deserve nila.
Correct response.
If you compare that situation aquí, we have a water source, no? Pero porque kita hindi pa tapo de conserva bastante agua, mira ustedes, el Singapore ganin mo sila water source, aguanta pa el Malaysia pa no dali kanila agua, but they are able to conserve and they have strategies by which to recycle sila wastewater into drinking water again. Is it a question of not putting our monies in the proper kind of technology for the city of Zamboanga on the part of the water district? Is it not time for us to wake up and start rethinking out of the box siguro? Kailangan kita confronta ko na si Escasez de Agua di ato na kinasyon de Zamboanga, because if we use the same formula all the time, tasaka lang kita direktamente na Rio, hindi ito padaresolve ko niya. Sige, every year, as your consumers increase, the amount of water that you have in your river will be depleted.
Yes.
Unless you find a way to recycle it back and give it back to the community.
Pero kung ka na ito, no, compare it to mga Singapore, kita source, no? During rainy season, so bastante tayo kasi dyan, tabuta lang kita ulit sa dyan. That's why the solution guys is to impound it during rainy season. Ang kasi, kita sa mga, nisita lang kita impounding dam, no? Where we can collect water during rainy season to be used during...
Anyway, sir, di ato na rin yung topic, impounding dam yan, no? But before going into that, kasi lang kita klaro ko ng mga bidyentes di aton, the El Nino that we are expecting over the next few weeks is not that serious that was experienced before by the people. So, hindi pa kita binasigurado, kilaya de seryoso kayo. Este El Nino Phenomenon Aura 2019.
Kaya reaction ko ng gente, no? Si manrasyon daw kita mo ng agua, pwede ba daw dali ang water district, gepiho ang mga schedule? Kay kinebe daw inconsistente ang mga schedule katadali ko ng gente, el gente na talyatang pila de pupimura, may agua.
Yes, Sir Bong, kailan ba sila naman manage El Ora del Lalida del Agua? Kay Chenebes na during El Ora del Aga, todo tayo na opisina, na klase, then tayo na schedule. So, may kita manera para kolekta. Pakilala sa stand consider ko ng butada del supply.
Actually kasi with this nice water lang, no? Kasi kami yung schedule sa kami, no? El volume kami ta pwede man produce, pati el required volume tang consume a certain area, no? But with that we have also we need also time to refill jamon reservoir, no? Sita abre kami say open nga say kay para siya ni pressure, no? Kasi sabi man to, ay man switch to sa na otro area empty ang tubo. So it will also take time to fill the pipes before salin na dito. Hindi kasi kung electricity si man switch on to salin na lose. So si taman switch el linya, the result we have to put that time no kani gap tandi fill kami ya si tapon kami counted ya junto yung factor kasi no el refilling ya pati el refilling kami dito.
So in that case, Sir Bong, just kita. For example, puedo ustedes darle a las 2 de la madrugada aquí, hacia ustedes que na schedule 2:30 maybe.
Yes, yes. That's
why
based on my experience we had before, si Valerie, si Engineer Valerie has made another siguro paano start of schedule na.
Diyan kita,
pwede kasi man address at mga antes ko sa experience.
Ma'am and sir, no, diyan kita tauwi ng mga otro LGUs. Kaya dyan sila tapunin ng mga tangke no, in various parts of the city. For example, provinces. Tapunin sila tangke para din ako siguro yan ako nakel. And then liga ara during the peak hour ya, kal alpo ka dalusada del agua. Tapunin bumbya sa lilya ng mga grande tangke. Is this being considered by the water district?
Yes, sir. It's part of our capital improvement programs for 2019. We have 5 locations for the West Coast. And on top of that, siya kita additional 2 Arriba Gayod na
And West Coast, ma'am, quanto locations, ma'am?
5 kita yan identify initially.
And then pwede to mention naman po sa cosas ng mga barangay?
We have one in Kawit, Chinitamin kel na Sinunok. Basta kel mga alto elevation area, so it will fill based on the available pressure na transmission, man fill during akal poko lang el tausa. So man fill kel. So si man subi el usada, amo ya kelele augment.
Because I know several years ron, chinikiya po na talon-talon. Is it true na talon-talon, ma'am? Or kung sa bakilya po nila facility?
Construct kami yung booster station.
Booster station.
So, kami yung reservoir, equivalent to 1,000 cubic meter of ano. Por eso, si gano'n kitantil kami ngunit para
pero effective ba, sir?
Yes, very effective. Yan siya bastante agua el talon-talon.
If you look at the grid map, mayoriya el kienta sa legat bien apektado kinway agua ang mga coastal barangay siya tun, di ba? Correct me if I'm engineer, no? But a lot of complaints that I receive in the text are all coastal barangays. So después tayo ba kita agua kanila tanker kita sa kita na Katuan Highway, di ba para nila it takes so much time and when too much of a hassle, no? No pwede ba kita adopta kasi na coastal barangay sa cerca naman, no pwede ba kita adopta manera que pwede kita punin ng mga strategic areas ng coastal barangay siya yun, portable desalination. Mag-Amerikano ganun soldo na po SSN, di ba? Portable desalination systems para pwede dali agua kung iltimi mo na barangay no kaya lang itagata para kunense.
May pagkital technology, sir.
No, we have that.
We have the China technology, sir.
It's more expensive.
Yes, actually, we are studying that. It's not that hindi gad kami. Tan consider kasi kami, sir, in combination with akadaton mga renewable energy. Tan studio kami sa pwede sa element provide power solar, then it will be feasible. Si solar na pwede
kasi
gawin.
ito continue. Kasi ako ng flyover na liit, kaya dito sa kaabo na highway, sabi niyo, mga grande problema sa distribution del agua.
Yeah, we are studying that actually. We are considering that.
Let's go to the dam. According to a texter here, 1974 pa daw, niya plano para po na dam. And then at that time, the costing was only projected at 5 billion pesos. Ara sir, si po na kita dam, nariba na pasunangka, quanto el projected cost de ese superstructure?
31 billion yan, sir, per na recent study del aton USAID.
31 billion.
Yeah, akin latest study del USAID de aton pre-FS lang akin. Pero yan award yan si LD aton NEDA. Na taas siya agat le food loan feasibility study.
$3 million.
Last time si LD. Yes.
But for the feasibility study pa lang.
Yeah, feasibility study ara. Pero awarded yan by NEDA.
Kung sa el prospects, ma'am, kay positive este propósito dam, kay tauy kita antes, mucho katan suggest, mucho taming kwento-kwento na mga na NEDA, na national level, pero ngayon man porsigi. El mga bibiyente sa ara kere pregunta, kilaya de tupao ba kayo ikilaya de seryoso el effort del Water District?
The fact kay el NEDA, ya pwede gad ko na man fund 75 million, I believe, el cost del feasibility study DS. So the government is very serious on it. Unless, otherwise, the national government hindi man spend ang sinaklase de grande for nothing lang, di ba, sir? So, even na PFS, tabla gayod kay feasible po ni Alina di aton Tumaga River and
Can you pakita man projected timeline from beginning to the actual realization of this particular megastructure?
Kasi it really, kamera yung 5 years pan pagad sir, bien optimistic pagad sir, 5 years.
I think we have to talk about this very seriously, and at least the timeline should be realistic also.
Yes.
Because if parang kita abiyan mo lang ito open to policy na kaya this year, depende pa kita na sila dulong kita, it's a throw of the dice on the table, no? So si man pabor o hindi ka natin. Pero necesita era kita para sila maklaro cosa kita accomplish na cuantos años que debe talisay na el puerto.
So, el final kasi sir, el final determination del issue programming ay is abuya after yakabayad feasibility study taas sa RL NEDA.
And
from that time,
full-blown feasibility study and funding pa would...
it's already funded by the national government.
Okay.
The FS, the construction.
El actual construction kita man kwento. Kaya ba pundo?
It's with the national government.
Ma'am, I think si Albert Sironi, yung tapregun tayo for causa de ese, kaya kita, they should be insulated from political forces. Why? Because political forces come in po. Baka mag-back up sila kunese, and then after a few years, no, sila na pwesto, nobody will take care of the project. We want the water district to really take the lead and push for this.
Kaya sabi to, the more we keep on procrastinating on the... Abi ko deklarado kayo ito bibiyate de Zamboanga, ha? I was still on my puberty age when they were talking about the cosa pa kasi impounding dam.
Kusa years ago, mga 1950s.
Sabi ba pwede kumiko? I was still in my puberty, they were already discussing about the and they keep on procrastinating this project. Na-comprometa kwanto ya? To put up an impounding dam, it takes you 31 billion pesos. Yeah. At that time, it was cheaper.
Yes.
See, you procrastinated some more, it's going to be more expensive for the city of Zamboanga.
Yes. Pero taas espresso gayo del water district. Actually,
si pone se impounding dam, will it be suited kung nasa doon sa mga pipes sa kikitab doon sa World War II vintage pa?
Kakambya man kami, aldaman mga old pipes. There's an ongoing program for that.
In preparation for
this. Yes, in preparation for this.
Okay.
Pati el part del feasibility study, istudya, el kilaya ko na siya sa entrana diamond distribution line.
Kaya kita wanda sabi ko na di ato mga concessionaire, Sir Bong, Sir Ma'am Marley, and of course, Ma'am Valerie, if in case, pwede man realize ko na si dam for the first time, being grande 31 billion, who will pay for that?
What we're looking at is the national government will be funding for this.
With no counterpart from the water district. Meaning, the concessionaires eventually will not be paying, ending up paying for all the costs.
Yes, Sir Charles. Kaya sabi yung Sir Charles, say it's a multi-purpose dam. It's not only solely for domestic water purpose. Igual na mga dam alya na Luzon. There's a power component, if it will be feasible.
If that is so, you attend the mga press conference there which was spearheaded by the USA.
Yeah.
Siguro parte niya grant sinyo tamang kamali. That will not be paid fully by the national government. Sinyo tamang kamali. Okay. Multi-purpose culture.
It's a multi-purpose dam.
Water for agriculture, water for electricity,
water for irrigation.
Dreaming about it is one thing, realizing it is another. That's the bigger question.
How about feasibility studies
talking about feasibility study, todo ba sir, como ustedes na private, water district din naman si private government naman. Kada vez en cuando ba dyan yung mga big ticket projects, necesita ka dyan na feasibility study?
Yes. Yes, sir.
What's the purpose del feasibility
To
study?
determine release, pwede si man work as envisioned.
What about funding? Can there be funding without feasibility study? Normally, in things like that.
No. Normally, sir, I know, sa process, kailangan meron ka talagang feasibility study before you will be able to secure the funding. That's how, that's the usual really.
If it happens kay Una El Fondo, kay Kunal Feasibility Study, that is unusual.
Of course, I asked that without injecting politics. I just wanted to know from the water district, si kailangan ba din importante ang feasibility study?
Pwede lang kita. The feasibility studies will also know the cost of the project to
I'm getting some input here from Pag-asa, no? Sir Ronnie, I beg to disagree with the Zamboanga City Water District. The forecast for the 2009 El Nino will be the same as in 2016. Si grabe ka 2016, ang sino doon de grabe naman este tiempo now, no? Which is one of the hottest or the worst that we will experience in a couple of years' time. So,
mas worse kasi L16 kung L15.
Yes.
L drought. Mas lower L16.
Hindi pagkamali, iyalkan sa kita 8 hours no ay agwa del 2016.
Because at that time may pakita kami prime.
Este mga tiempo tamanda pa lang sinti L drought.
2016, ha?
Si.
I remember that very well because I had to take a shower using a mister.
Actualmente, firme kita kel taman na advertise ang schedule del water district and worried lang nyo kay Porcausa looking at the situation del di atong Tumaga River, tamanda pa lang gadi sinti, no? El mismo hot season pero ben seco yan to a point kay hindi mas taman flow el agua. So kung sa projection di aton from 4 hours tan expect ustades kila pa mas largo.
So pamangara.
Actually, sige dahil 16 we started rationing January 8. Yes.
So earlier,
we are already when we pakita man.
Sir.
So I don't think been worse gayot.
Sir.
Similar or I hope so, no? Kaya tanto start pa lang ng Tamanel.
2016 was an election year. 2019 ara election year naman. Pero tapos mo daw El Nino pati el rationing tabi rin patatin na election.
Dapat election na election.
Sabi ko sila si Cuando el next rationing 2022.
Sir Bong, I don't know si Jenny Aztec kanya present the idea. Kung kanya naman sa Dila Poso, what with the Riddle Agway, is it not possible for Zamboanga City Water District to partner with this with the management kasi ba Poso Manikaan ta servisya sa sila kundi sa bolong kasi hindi sa tasekali no pwede mo man partner ali engineer Marley kung sa mga data
actually
capacity dila ko
yan assess kami it's feasible to be operated pero el willingness namin del de aton tan operate kun sa rural water works man turnover sila. Actually the water district is willing to operate as mga turnover system. We in fact operated pa sa Bolong which has a turnover system, El Sangali, El Ayala, El Vitali. Water district is willing for as long as they will turn over.
What does it take for them to be willing? Siguro di sita concession kung eso sila.
Yeah.
Ikaw kasi paduna lang sila.
Kasi sila do cooperative sa Dila. So I think the cooperative doesn't.
Yes.
Pero kasi kita klaro.
The investment that is supposed to be theirs. Depende na sharing kay mo to.
Kasi kita klaro, sir. Si man take over el water district kung el Manikaan water system, is there an assurance that the output will be increased substantially?
Actually, sabi yo so before their water reach even Sangali. But now we are now supplying Sangali.
So
nang kadya sila kasi they also increase the number of connections.
So the El Nino will also affect them.
Even kasi Dila Tabla Poso, si Tali kasi drought kita. Tamatan kasi yun.
Yeah.
As experienced by our spring. The spring source lang man siya.
Kaya ka lang mo kita suporta el Mercedes water system.
Si.
Tandrasyon niya ang tendes at inungla ka na may agua. Wala lang sinuway kuryente.
And Mercedes groundwater. Although it's good thing itang deflate un poco lang.
Hindi tanto.
Hindi tan affect.
Kasi kontra niya klase quality.
And then limited kita. We are operating production wells. And we are continually studying on the mga groundwater sources facility.
Ang nalumayang is uno ba talaga ng mga possible water sources of Tedes?
And nalumayang ariba, sir. We are already operating that. Kami system ali.
El mga residente de lumayang yabla kung tiempo antes de padote parte de water district kini kami agro kinalumayang. Pero kung yung take over the water district kaya el mismo residente sa liya kaya may agro.
Actually, el lumayang nasa sa auto system. May siya abla.
May usa.
It was actually a rotary among funds and turnover. Turnover ko ng water district. Pero sila antes jutay source, pero hindi ka kumuha sa source dato na adentro ka siya sa ka.
Na-reserve.
I would like to ask that question because you're talking about Mercedes, no? Baka hindi mo bibigyan ng Mercedes kasi alang-alang ka rin. Lang po kayo makapidali ko ng Mercedes hindi mong water source aki. Bakit timura, dali kami ko ng water district.
Mangkunin kami ng auto. Na-extend kami ng auto barangay.
Pero timura kami, kala mo na yung source kami, nuway.
Kaya kita, takiya mo si Ma'am Marley, I think si Ma'am is conversant with the facts and figures there. Talking about the Mercedes water system, kilaya de puerte el nisyo output, kumpara to kuna di aton kuntoro puerte deep well.
Hindi, actually, sabi yo, chene kasi yo ali amiga takeda na kon ese service area dese. Tablale kumigo si man brownout daw kababira el agua. Chene daw color, olor el agua.
It's confirmed.
Yes. Kasi groundwater sila, although groundwater are not adversely affected by El Nino, but over time of continuous extraction, takeda sa umalin in water quality.
In other words, limited el dilatamen volume
Yes.
na supply side.
Yes.
Hindi ka lang siya unlimited.
Yes, sa mga water division experience. Before, kung diyan construct kami mga wells, ben bonito hotel di subsidize. At after time, no?
Continuous use.
Tang deteriorate sa quality. Kasi nga, kung increase ang mga mineral content, which is
why are we going to the strategy of digging for deep wells kung siya ko nasi kay hindi ba tamang discourage kung ese uso ng mga deep wells kay takeda si
baho
kasi nga kada na yung agua amo sa tayo mga sinkholes
na baha
correct. Kaya this wells is similar mga springs naman sa Jaton, no? Pero kita ko niya an extra gayot. This is the same source na Jaton aquifer, no? Sinoel na Jaton Rio, these are series of springs taman surface ese, no? So kita kani ba si beauty gayot akanta na aquifer, we can extract water. So Baby say man say tang deflect tang rotation kasi when over pumping ato kunese.
Kung Engineer Valerino parang kumo wind up lang. El overall effect del El Nino na Zamboanga City is totally different at present kipur sa el existence del prime waters. Kilaya the affected el prime waters kuneste. Pakilaya tambien el supply of water no West Coast area. Affectaw ba tambien and the same ba tambien as schedule si por ejemplo, tiyan kita schedule of water rationing po.
Actually sir, si Abla po tabahat naman el volume of discharge del prime water no kasi hindi man sa selective to nature in terms of drought. But as to the number of concessionaires and the number of hours ato na diila tan serve sila, no ay tanto effect since yan considers during the preparation del diila mga detailed engineering. And then on our side also, as I mentioned earlier, medyo menora el di aton hours nanway kedanway agua, considering yan reduce kita el number of volumes tan serve el di aton planta. And then since by that poco yel bale medyo koreal di aton recovery na supply arriba.
I'm just curious, no. And also this research R&D on water district. Kaya ba kita studio, kita pwede man project cosa el water consumption del entero ciudad as compared to population growth ratio diyan. También. For the next 20 years. What will be our water consumption? And if that's going to be our water consumption, are we prepared to that?
Yes, sir. That's why we can plan mid-term, long-range planning because of these projections. Diyan kami mga standards tao sa per capita in drawing up the conclusion as to the demand requirement of the city. That's why we are saying dapat by 2022 we have already ongoing dato na i-discuss dapat. Kasi so that we cannot be overtaken by demand.
So granting a demand that agua as projected in the next 20 years, don't you think that we should start thinking about adopting new technologies here, like for example recycling of wastewater into drinking water, like what they do in Singapore o Kalomangane, pero at least yun agua, no? Or seriously thinking about putting up a desalination plant for Zamboanga instead of relying on prime water, kita po nilang tubo na rin, petadali ka ito na agua ki kalimpya lang ko lang ako, petadali lang ka ito ko, may mga gamit na po rin sila.
Yes,
I think
that remains an option, sir.
I think the main point of all our questions points to one single priority. I think there has to be a lot of possibly a doubling, a multiplication of the present efforts of the water district to find new sources of water, because kung matanda ka na si Ronnie, over the next 20 years, we don't know what's going to happen. Even the contribution era of prime water could have substantially improved the overall situation of city proper. But anya pa lang na West Coast, palta yan eh. And we were made to understand that even canning factories and big industrial outfits ali na West Coast sa kamismo agua ali na prime water. So in effect, maskin po rin pag kita siguro uno pasilidad ali na East Coast, palta lang siyempre.
Yeah. Maybe also palagi pregunta pa, are your projections realistic? Are you taking into account migratory patterns del gente para aquí natin? Yes. With the increasing number of industries that are coming in right now into Zamboanga, do you expect the population to grow by leaps and bounds?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Those are factors that you have to put in your study.
Yes, sir.
Not just population growth rate by birth or by...
Yes, sir. Not only immigration and immigration. We are considering growth areas based on the plan also of our city. Kasi naman kasi sila, we were invited also in that planning. So we are considering on sila Tapone Dila growth centers, and we are considering the demand of that growth center that they are putting up. And we are looking for sources to provide water to that growth areas.
A good example is Divisoria. Do we have facilities there?
Yes, we have.
Water, hindi Mangel barangay water
No,
system.
it's not. It's a water district facility.
Is the demand strong there?
Yeah, the demand now, actually, we are,
Kasi
overtaking.
we have Pasubolong well, we have Divisoria, Lumia, it's all Kaputuatan.
Yeah, we're serving
it's
some
all
supplying that area. Sabi kita sir, hindi po sa Water District. Si Agua Parali, onde si Aratasaka.
And most of our is really is the plants.
Basta na is Pasunang kaya siya.
El Pasunang kaya siya.
That's the
augmented by plants. Saka mga lihanos,
But be that as it may, have we consistently supplied water to perennial problem areas like Taruntanon, Mampang, and Arena Blanco, despite the fact that kung tabla to ara, taman channel kita Agua Paralina, Divisoria, and beyond. Pero yan po ba kita maintain a level of serbisyo ali na talon-talon area?
Actually, si mga talon-talon, so pwede kita so because of that booster station that we constructed.
Last question on my end, no? Practical question. Diyan ba kita in study el cuánto taman consume kada household number of liters of water?
Yes.
Sa mga tiempo taman iyo taman expect. Kunal mga bibiyantes aura taman panik ya kumpra balde. So drum, kay tabla gani El Nino ya. So baka pwede tamen sila man store sobra agua. And man el auto mga bisinos nila no pwede man store, mas manada sila man store. So ko sa upon your study ko sa ba el volume, except volume. Per day.
Debe gobierno diato, mga building permit diato, tapo din na mo na may katamin ko water. Hindi na mga kaski, quanto casa consuming mo?
Sabi ko ron mo, porque pregunta, kay ayer lang yung kwento yung unod ng mga barkada diaton, taplan niya telefon ni 30 liters of drum overhead na diesel kasa. So kinaya ba consumption that in household?
30 liters?
30 liters. 30 drums of water daw el man store ele. So paano ba per day?
Na ansina sir, we have considerations in a rural to takeda barangay pati na urban. And the amount consideration na urban barangay kung mga kina pueblo is 150 liters per person per day. Among sa the amount consideration. But typically highly urbanized area, consider pa kami sa 220 to 230 liters per capita per day tao sa kita na.
Does the water district have a say? Let's say for example, if I put up a house in an area where sila tiene escasez de agua, the distributionally, I put up a big mansion, después ya hindi ko yung poner swimming pool dyan ng lugar, I'm putting the entire community at risk.
Yes,
correct.
Yes, sir.
Are you coordinating with the city government to tell them, no pwede siya ponili?
Pero water nyo sa mga swimming pools, they change their water maybe after a year.
It's still water that's supposed that can still go to household.
This is every country.
Ang sila sir.
It also goes basta ang sino kung dry season. Pero increase sila mong consumption.
Pero that's the very point. That's the very point we're trying to drive at here. Para kay Rico sila, they can have the privilege. Although it's a free country, What makes them more privileged simply because they can afford the
Pero
water?
chenyo sir chenyo amendment ng Constitution. Imbes de si niya yung usa undram, usa lang yung medyo gram.
Guilty ka si Consyal.
Chenyo mata si guilty
Kung mga until now we're encouraging kung mga dato mga consumers to really conserve water. Kasi ganito yung sinikita dyan yung mga water conservation tip. Si pwede ba niya mang-collect yung pokol agua, you can use that para ba siya?
Siguro kung 1,000 ng permission, sabi sa Agno Cedes, kina-urban area, progress, yan yung mga building, mga 4-story building na nalipat, yan kasi usually booster pump, di ba? Taray bata sa mga residential.
Si Ancila, sir, actually,
swimming pool kayo.
actualmente, sir, it's good kay si Engineer Chris Navarro, no? We are coordinating. They are trying to make it as part of the requirement del mga commercial establishment kay man-put up that cistern. Actually, they are coordinating with us as to the design. Kami tamen, we will impose that requirement kay dapat channel pressure sustaining valve. Okay. So, man-load lang si alto pressure na linya. Si baho, na hindi, dalo na kay kasi we cannot sacrifice the other for the benefit of one.
Correct. We know kita sige sila mo din. Hindi ba kita all the time provision?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, kasi actually kasi mga booster pump, we don't allow that.
Yeah, booster pump is not allowed.
Sila system where they can fill the water by gravity.
Abaho, ano sa
we don't allow them to pump directly from the...
Cosa de vosotros advisor kung nakel mga bigyentes que tiene means para kumpra tanke, especially coming in El Niño. Necesita ba sila man-install tanke na casa?
Kaya usually siya ang naman, si tan overstock to, amoy si takira waste, no? Kaya kinagas, then sobra dito agua, so buta lang to, kaya you always want to get fresh water. That's why, siguro, man-estimate kami to, quanto on the consumption do say. Kasi, si saka to kayo, you'll pay for it. And then, you'll be flight, agad mga last months, kagiranoy ako, kahit sobra to saka, and then you just throw it after a day or 2 days. Kasi, may magmantay din sobra dito abo to yung collect.
Correct.
So, especially you cannot drink it anymore. Siguro kahit may chlorine. So,
in terms of quality, sir, in terms of quality, tiyan na ba diferensya kung old water supply pati fresh water?
Yes,
Kung sa diferensya?
Chlorine content, decay chlorine over time.
Yes,
exposure. Chlorine, as yung water this is disinfected, no? Kasi really, sisigi ka to, kita we don't have akaman for domestic use for todo si jaton agua hasta na jaton for drink tas usa kita drinking water in our places separtaw ako mga taga to recycled water ano tausan na tausan kita for drinking or maybe
1 hours al best quality del
water it's not the best, no? Kasi sinta pipelines kasi if you leave it open, chlorine after 24 hours, so may mali protection. Si chene mga bacteria, it will no longer.
So, sir, akal tan store hasta mga un mes, hindi na ka-safe.
We don't advise that.
Mucho ta habla antes, akal mga technical people, hasta 4 meses daw pwede man store agua.
No.
So, hindi ka rin sinibirado.
Kasi if you protect it only about 24 hours.
So, basically, si Tapaw, quanto days lang
si Tapaw sa longer, no? Kasi
mga quanto days, engineer?
You cannot also say, no? Depende kasi dito yung sibiga kung sila quanto lang yung residual chlorine. Kasi yun naman sa available chlorine. Si sali sa planta, alto, So, as it goes through the lines, chene pa yung mga bacteria, still...
But 1 week storage del agua safe pa
Hindi mas. Sila agua, would you advise households to put up their own purification system ng mga gripo nila?
Actually, maybe you can store water, refrigerate it, as there's an assurance.
Kasi takot naman store water, dyan sa tanke, dyan na sila purification system.
I think so, yes.
So, would you advise that? Para more or less, para
pero we still advise that drinking water, you get it from the tap. No matter like to tanke and then. But also, we are also advising at mga chene tanke, you also clean your mga tanke. So, you provide it with drain valve. After time, siyempre, kasi
So, again, ha, kung may mga bibiyentes di aton, bueno ganagay, man-open up kita sa issue of sanitation na storage of agua. Kasi at 1 week gali, hindi gali si suitable for drinking. At urban areas, practically, tausasi. Sipan niya sila as many as water as they can.
Sige kita klaro, para to mind is safe. Pero sipan niya po eh.
Pero we don't advise na unless you boil it.
Oo.
Mas bueno pa. Siya kaya para dagat ko na sa main store. Kay may mas protection.
Kay iyo, personally, mahil ka yung store agua, maskin rationing anuay, tan store ka yung agua. So at 3 days, engineer okay pa siya.
Basta you secure it properly, guys. Cover it.
See, covered. Oo. Okay.
When you start acting funny, I will know why.
Si absent ko sabi to porke, ang sinakil. Anyway, kami sina street, 3:17 in the afternoon, sa akin ang mensahe, luto dato nahunta kami ka natin sa Japanese.
Makin mga 2 oras, 3 oras kita falta pa syempre mga bisinos.
Mas naman lang nga sa consult, si Sir Michael, sinta pa ka natin with Sir
si Sir Michael Carbon, so pwede kita continua.
Si. Anyway, sa kita ang mensahe, di ating mga bisita, prinsipya kita po, Engineer Marley po.
We are begging the indulgence of our mga customers na especially in high-lying areas. Rest assured that we know what the situation and we're doing everything para pwede balansya the water service ko na ustedes. Please bear with us. Thank you very much.
Ma'am Valerie.
Ma'am Valerie po, Engineer Valerie.
As with this phenomenon, the El Nino, escaso aral agua, we continue advise the concessionaires to conserve water and use water wisely and to see to it that all the fixtures within their households ay tight para pwede protege against leaks and at the same time ay maintain or menoral the ila bills. So,
finally, with
yes, I just would like to add, I'll respond the engineer guy, this time we should be very serious in conserving water, Kasi what we can conserve can be also used by other concessionaires.
Yes. Give me also the stab na conserve water. Pero pwede ba kasi ustedes saway ko na sa ustedes mga tanawa-lawa track ali na kamins? En frente del mga gente, advocate ustedes for water conservation. En frente del gente, kadali sila mira tanawa track ali na.
Kasi usik agua.
We will.
That may be little, pero siguro yung pensamiento del otro. Ang lakad ko sa Water District, taman advocate conserve water, kabar, tadalay nila kasi kanas ako, mag-washing ang nila truck, ayaw na. Ayun ang kamins.
Atin sa mga delivery.
Sige, mga water tanker na sa
Sige, sir. Well noted, sir. Thank you very much for that.
Okay. Sige po, maraming salamat. Gracias.
Sige, akal lang man,
Happy New Year. Anyway, mga bisita sa Nosas Malingasal, we're going to namunto para syempre ka natin, Sir Edgar Baños, itam yan Sir Mike, coming from, of course, Zamboanga City Water District. Man po, sari kami for a short commercial break. Ay, Birapael, Dateline Teleradyo.
Yes, Paka Bryce. Isa tayo. May bagong bar. Let's go. Nasaan yung bar? Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Cracking the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Magic 95.5.
Dunkin' Donuts Zamboanga is giving a Christmas treat to everyone. Get a Dunkin' Pen for only 1 peso in every purchase of a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Promo is from December 15 until January 15, 2018. Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Nang ang Pangulo ay naghanap ng kanang kamay, ang napusuhan ay isang tulad niya na may malasakit sa tao. Magkasama sumulong ang pagbabago, umangat ang Davao, kambal sa aksyon at malasakit, takbuhan ng may sakit, puntahan ng mga lapit. Bawat lumapit, walang bigo. Bawat hinaing pikit mata ang tulog.
Para ako'y bongo, walang tulog ang service. Isa lang ang disco. Service.
I give to make your day. Let me send some good vibes your way. Dunkin' Donuts, for every bite that fills the soul. Dunkin' Donuts, tender goodness that makes us whole. There's always more to love for the young and young at heart. It's where love starts.
Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan.
No Holds Barred at Talk Show which tackles the hottest issues affecting Zamboanga. No Holds Barred with Ronnie Liedo every Monday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with replays on Wednesday after Dateline Zamboanga and on Sunday at 2 p.m. No Holds Barred with Ronnie Liedo.
Gasolina, daghan ang bibilib sa kaepektibo sa talang Haprasius Oil.
Going! Agoy, ang haplas! Haplas na may talano. Oh, salamat, Pilis Lunas, ang taglay.
Padayong gigamit sa kadaghanan.
Naway ayos
Sige, basag mansa.
bawat haplos na may tala na plasyos.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Dateline Teleradyo, taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV 11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Okay mga bisinos, a la hora de atin alas 3:23 del tarde y a la hora de atin tayo mga consideres el Dunkin' Donut, pasalubong ng bayan. 1 peso pen for every purchase del di aton dozen donuts. Itabyan tayo mga consideres el Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Ito ay may maraming anti-inflammatory compounds at antioxidant properties. Inaalis ang mga namamagang bahagi ng ating katawan. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule na patunayan ng mga siyentipiko na makakatulong tanggalin ang mga namamagang arthritis, prostate problem, heart enlargement, asthma, sinusitis, fatty liver at iba pang karamdaman. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule makakatulong upang maiwasan ang mga sakit. Garantisado at epektibo. 13 pesos lang at available na din ang Santon Plus Herbal Oil, Santon Plus Herbal Soap at Mighty C na mabibili sa mga suking butika, parmasya at drugstores. Kontinuado pa siyempre ang datong programa. Ron, Brasada sa Tobes.
Yes, kita ko na natin what the district. Okay, this time we will be talking about R&D, research and development. Kung sa bako na lipa ko kita, resolve ko na ito problema, mga projections and mga increases in demand for water. Kika natin. We have with us this afternoon Mr. Michael Angelo Carbon, Corporate Planning Department Manager dahil sa Buanga City Water District. Welcome to Dateline Teleradyo, afternoon edition. And of course, Outman himself, that's Captain in German. Mr. Edgardo Lorenzo Baños, with emphasis on Baños. Yes. Community Relations Chief, di atin na Zamboanga City Water District. Buenas tardes contigo también.
Thank you, Ron. Gracias. I defer to Sir Mike to talk to you.
I wish I also have two names, no?
Ada kita abra kun Sir Mike actualmente makabisilos porque dos parte la atong programa kaya sina seryoso el di atong asunto confronting el issues on Zamboanga City Water District and our na developments kita ron, and you were mentioning Indirantes sa first part el dam.
Yeah, I'd like to read this text because this has got to do with the topic that we're talking about, el impounding dam, no? Dateline Teleradyo, sir, cuánto opisyal ya cambia en Water District hasta ahora no hay pa cosa tapasa. El man-retire lang eso sa mga del Water District, hindi pa puede tener daw el impounding dam di ato na kinasyudad. Porque bakit bien tardagat para realizar po nese, where are we at right now insofar as this plan for the city?
Yes, Sir Ron, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Sabi kita, mga klase de proyekto, no, amo sila talaga mga big ticket legacy projects. Now, sabi yo, gane, way back chene World Bank chene study. But then when it came to what is kailangan aki USAID, we needed to update the feasibility study due to the el demandara, el supply. So amokel with the grant from USAID, pwede kita as a pre-feasibility study. Now as a pre-feasibility study, yan tutok gat sa USAID, and finally they were able to vet out sites na kosagat ang feasible ali. In fact, el Cosa El Tumaga River as the source, which was proposed years, decades ahead before pagane, based on the World Bank study. Now ara, so abla kita el commitment aki, considering the capital investments that is involved. Projects of this kind really takes time to gestate. Now, ara na on the punto kita na spoil sa del previews daton mga opisyales ya podese kay at that time para man conduct kita and feasibility study, which at that time tankuan lang kita is 50 million. And Kere Erakel and Water District wanted to fund that together with the city government, pero ya pwede gana si kita PD na House of Representatives, yan present si kita el project alya, and they adopted a resolution putting this impounding dam for Zamboanga City as priority project under the NEDA.
Mike, let me ask you this, no? If this is a priority program, priority feasibility study de ustedes, what is your period by which you will be able to complete your feasibility study and go to the actual construction yan? Timeline.
See, timeline right now, el funding del 74 million FS NEDA national Now, for awarding Chene contract negotiations.
No hay pa prinsipya.
No hay pa sa prinsipya for awarding pa
About feasibility study.
Feasibility study Yes, in fact, kay sabi to government procurement and yan fail first bidding disuyo and usually 90 days procurement. So yan fail yan rebid ulit el NEDA Central ara bueno ara kay for awarding Chene once awarded anda ki ang mga consultants kay el consultants tamen niya gana had extensive exposure in feasibility studies of dam. Now,
so you have identified who will conduct the feasibility study.
Yes, ara joint venture chene si akil EDCOP Manila based chene sila mga foreign consultants, foreign counterparts, tres sa kumpanya EDCOP, Primex, pati KEC, mga known sila na track records nila, chene sila mga projects akilang conduct namin sila mga feasibility studies na Angat, na Ipo Dam, chene sila. So proven track record and eligibility requirements yes.
Sir Mike, SL mga bidders o chene ka dyan qualify?
Sila man award niya sa kunila.
Pwede to repeat ko sa nombre de ese?
Si chene EDCOP mga abbreviation del company kay largo-largo. Chene joint ventures sila yan bid. Okay, Filipino companies with foreign mga expats, sila mga consultants. So sa EDCOP, Primex and KEC, tres and they bring different field of expertise in the joint venture.
So Sir Michael, timeline na actual conduct del feasibility study.
From the time naman award si kunila Sir Charlie, sila 9 months to conduct the feasibility study.
Okay.
9 months Now, may provision na terms of reference just in case once they set foot in Zamboanga City, syempre man initial assessment sila, and within the first 2 months dahil nila 9 months si bisita man identify sila kay it will entail more extensive scope of work, then pwede pa sila for extension pa 9 months, but within the first 2 months of their 9 months and at no cost to the government.
But the budget will be as is already.
Yes, at no cost.
May ma-aumento ko na.
May aumento, Sir Char.
So mga kay nagyatong pensamento dam lang manete. Usually tamira kita ko ng dam ko sa mga itsura impounding dam.
Semento lang.
Pwede agua yun lang releasing ke model salida del agua. Kusang bakit what is in there kay ay costa kad largo tiempo porque
that will be determined by the
Manila
feasibility study.
Yes. Kay, like for example, Sir Ron, Si onde kita po even the type of dam structure, studios sila. Kay Chenese, in fact, el ko sa akitan propose sila akil gravity, concrete, gravity type dam.
Okay.
Similar sa si Sir Ron, familiar sa
That is yet unsettled. May arregla. Pero sabi kita, on the Puneconel Dam.
See, tiyan kita identified sites. Now, as to the question, por que kita nisita gat este estudyante, okay? Siyempre, sabi mo kita, el mga hazards. Kasi po neto ali, you will be the man-impound to agua. Nisita, el lugar ba, el onde tuman angkor ko nele will be stable enough in terms of si earthquake proof ba ese o kosa. So, nisita kita estudyante.
Importante sa feasibility study, Philip, no? Kay you're supposed to study el volume of water that do not take el tiempo que viene el río, and what kind of cement even that you have to use for to withhold the relative water.
El safety del surrounding community.
Correct.
Normal yan kita sa Taui, si bien malo ka tal tiempo portal ulan tan release agua, ito hindi kaki ka nato, no? Tan lumos el community. So kay mo kita sa
politika. Precisely, sir, no? The kay na feasibility study na conduct SF public consultations. El mga stakeholders alinisita kita pasunang ka el mga barangay all Sambuangueños will be consulted. Amo tamen sa el promeso del water district na city na daton mga official kay nisita gayot man kita
Sir Mike,
public consultation.
let's go straight to the point. On the projected sites, the si kita 1 or 2 or 3 sites on the
under akal na pre-feasibility study del USA, Chene alya na West Coast and identify sila alya akal Ayala alya parte, and then Chene uno al Tumaga, el uno Manikaan. Now, based on the projections, demand projections, 2050 kay amugana kan si Seron niya abla mga migration, immigration,
2050 pa sa Akaba?
Hindi. El projection is 2050. By 2050, el demand del Zamboanga City, based on those patterns, consumption patterns, is 352 million
a day.
Liters a day.
Yes.
Okay. Right now, El Water District now 148. So in that year's time, the dam will be able to supply 352 million liters per day.
I know that the dam, the plan for the dam is a priority. But granting that, as you said, this is a big ticket na sila project, may batang kita otro magka-studio, other proposals that can also provide water supply to the city of Zamboanga, other than the dam?
Ending the dam. Yes, in fact, sir, Ron, atabla gaya sila, let's not put our eggs in one basket. Okay. Tiyan naman mga plano, akil yung mention na din natin, akil na East Coast Treatment Plant. And then, on a much smaller scale, akil tan yan open tamin si Sir Charlie, akil mga barangay-based reservoir. Akil man-multiply si kital capacity, and then, of course, akil water source development yan kuwan sila. And hand in hand with that, nisita syempre kita, eduka kita kung natin mga consumers. Amo sa ta-entertainment el damon dol soft infrastructure as water demand management.
Pero, kung Sir Mike, let's be more specific. Apura kung dam construction, ko sa mga new technologies, kaya taman apply sila na Singapore, na Japan, and other parts of the world, akil pwede kita consider hindi ka din karo, pero as effective as the dam.
Now, ara sa ron, akil mga desalination, studio sa diaton technical. For example, man kung si kita, el output gani DS is hindi gat level abla cost effective. Abla, unlike of course Singapore and mga first world countries, they have the funds to undertake those projects. But yes, as mentioned by Engineer Marley din natin, tamlira si kita.
Ano ba makaro? El desalination o el dam?
Pero el dam
taman siyempre dam na desalination.
No. So Singapore does not have a dam.
Pero el output this el cost effectiveness.
El taman minto Sir Mike, el production capacity del kada apparatus de desalination, poco lang el output. Pati
Sí.
bien caro el maintenance, caro el
Yes,
operations,
sí,
bien caro el
sí.
takay. So on the long term, mas barato siempre que dal dam.
Sí, sí.
Cosa el otro puede proposal aquí is the recycling of water para poder kita usap
Wastewater.
agua potable.
Sí.
No? I think that they have two systems in Singapore. Recycling of water and desalination.
Recycling of used water.
Recycling of used water.
Used water.
El mismo tú estás usando para man-flushing yung toilet, tapos recycle ko na ka, tapos dito mo otra vez.
Sí. In fact, Sir Ron, aquel sewage treatment plant kita taplan niya para na magay pati dos akita men on their C3R projects will have the capability to recycle hard water. And then kay mga capacity deste hindi ba channel lang kita 2,000 1,000 cubic meters al datong so in part we will be able to, but not that substantial, but mga project aki man introduce man reuse kita mga recovered water from SSC sewage.
I have a question here. Okay, your feasibility study will take how many years?
And feasibility study 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah,
Okay. So by the time el mag-implement ako nese, baka kay feasibility study hindi mo applicable kay el momento que pikura kita implement ako nese, caro también el mismo mga materiales que para hacer con el mismo dam diaton.
Sí.
So how is your feasibility study? Does it also have a timeline? Cuando principia debe dayo niya akuan ko nese para hindi apekta también el tiempo con el precio del mismo mga materiales que usa para construir.
Sí, as to tapo naman si kita as a programmer Sir Ron, si Chena sila feasibility study, then the yearly updating. Of course, over time prices will rise. As the longer we prolong the implementation of the construction, ay subigat el presyo.
Sir Mike, admittedly,
construction could be another thing, di ba, Charles?
Admittedly, Sir Mike, el dam is a long shot.
Yes.
It's not going to be easy to go into that.
Sí.
Sino ba kita viable akal fallback positions? Hindi lang abla one fallback position, just in case this will not materialize. I'm talking about surface water source development.
Sí.
Because while this may be difficult considering that we have limited, for example, laki na East Coast, limitaw el diatong supply de agua, but we have no choice because if this plan, kay ponegane dam, hindi man materialize, we should be ready for second options.
Sí.
And I think, consider ba kita sa mga development of surface water resources just in case we will not be able to put up the ambitious dam.
Yes. In fact, akal na manikaan with the parties na source development, and tablagan sila, no, this is really a big ticket project. Chena taminara, explore possibility a series of smaller dams para el cost de suyo hindi gat untiro 31 billion. So as at the projections man up to 2050, so
Yes.
hinay meet kita el demand with these smaller dams.
That could be a better answer considering that yung mira man turon, Lip and Albert, cuando yase con el prime water, yan problema ka del contractor, liba con el agua para ginapueblo. Atara, el ESTI, no pa kani pwede ka bakit completa con el proyecto. So I think that could really make sense. On the, instead of putting one giant dam, pwede kita man chop-chop ko into 3 or 4 and build this in strategic zones para pwede ka diretso man-supply agua con el mga vivientes.
Porque eso no incluye na kontrata con el prime water. Ese mga plano para poner mga jutay-jutay dam. Kasi ese uno ng mga buwan solution para kanato na ki.
See, Sir Ron, at that time, siguro yan consider sila the immediate, kasi even a dam in a smaller scale will take a longer time than putting up a treatment plant.
Yeah, but your contract is 40 years. That means that you're not supposed to plan for only an immediate solution. You're supposed to plan for the next.
Como
long term
projections for the next few years pa.
Yes, el balit naman na prime water, Sir Ron, current plant capacity nila kay modular sila doon pwede sila expendables pwede sila man extended capacity kay modular
Kila
as the demand will increase and open tamen kami, open sila, it's just a matter of talking na man-increase sila dila
So
capacity.
practically, hindi lang sila pwede man-serve West Coast. They can even go beyond the town or even East Coast. Pero
See, technically, no, kay sabi naman to, bring in the water, kay dating mga engineers, plan niya sa water distribution.
Pero sir, if I may volunteer an answer to Albert, maski na West Coast namin, ta-aumenta ang number of concessionaires. So, amo tayo sa problema ara, kay yachine kita aumento de agua from Pamukutan, el problema también, como tabla si Sir Bong antes, ta-aumenta también el numero del mga households and industrial connections. So, doon na siyempre aumento na agua.
Amo kayo sir, the prime water facility, the capacity can be augmented kay modular gani sila. So as the demand increases, tapos sa aumenta tamen sila ali mga modules to keep up with the demand. It's just a matter of talking of contracting again. Para man-add sila mga
uno, Sir Mike, del mga main fears del diaton mga developers and akal mga tapensa ba si Cosa Cadbueno para del Water District. Tadyo ni sila miedo. Uno, el fears del mga vivientes baka buyak lang tumba el dam kanila. Segundo, baka eventually baka keda si White Elephant just in case seka el source. So, tiene kanila a pabor que hindi lang habla uno, hindi lang dos. Como tabla to antes, do not put all your eggs in one basket. Posible mga tres mga dams o possibly mga dos para pwede man diversify el area onde cubrir con el servicio del mga dam.
El feasibility study at Zamboanga City impounding dam, that can be the result, one of the result of the study na baka abla consultant na it's much better to pursue impounding water through different strategically located dams. So, subject kay dating consultants yan, hire not hindi lang para na sa lugar, ay nirap pa tami sila other options which will be feasible.
Yes.
Oo, see.
I see. Okay, anyway, we still have a couple of minutes left. Kay timekeeper kaya si Albert Luna.
Yes, oo. Well, tiyan pa kita at least 6 minutes magabisinos.
Sige tagal mga 10 minutes kay lado interesante kay dagatong discussions.
Tiyan gali mga question laki gani kay Idol at
we will go with the repaso para poder kita dalay lugar ko na urban poor kay binigyan tayo para aclarar namin nila posisyon.
Amo gani tiyan mga texters aquí na komento acerca el duration del project on 2015 daw akaba baka man kuha niya daw alcanza el gente espera ko del serbisyo. But anyway, during those period tiyan naman ko sa auto taas el water district of course to improve el quality of service sa dalig ng dating concessionaires también.
In fact, Amokel with the creation of the task force gani no, Amokel for us to better respond sa mga report del leaks, sa mga complaints, sa uno sa del marching orders del task force. And of course, in terms of akel kilaya kita man satisfy el demands del dating consumers, tiyan kita na pipeline sa dating mga hard infrastructure. But then we are also kay dinante tamen ko sa other otro esfuerzo, we are working with the city council. In fact, akel tiyan in fact on the front line kami ng mga city ordinance na rainwater harvesting. Kaya mention na din natin si Sir Bong, hasta el tausa kita para man flush el toilet, potable water.
Sayang.
Now, tiyan kami na under the water demand management diamond, tiyan kami sa training hub with WIMSU to educate our consumers na in fact, mga tabla kita water efficient features. Ara el daton mga water closet consumes un flush lang to 1 litro 2 gallons. 2 gallons. And there are efficient water fixtures na which can do the job in lesser.
Correct.
In the long term, no, introduce namin kami mga city ordinance efficient use of water. Like for example, later man tausa washing ng mga bihikulo. Potable water Tarega syempre, potable water Like in other areas, okay? Like hindi si puti that can be penalized. Okay, amo potable agua you use rainwater or aking mga hard water, recycled water. So we will introduce that. We are working with the city council on that.
After the elections, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kita po, Sir Edgar, no? Sir, kilaya al advocacy del Water District Aura. Pending sa mga ordinances sa kilaya el trabajo de ustedes on your division para informa ko al publiko kilaya de importante el conservation of water.
Yeah, now Bert, we have come up with multimedia aids, no, to set the messages across kung ano datong mga bigentes. We're using the more famous among the young ones now. We're into Facebook. We are into print. We are into TV. We are into radio. Explica kita el mga medios y maneras onde pwede ustedes ayuda kung nandito ustedes sa mga city water district to make or conserve water. Ese and aton prime advocacy ara conservation of water resources.
Well, apura ko na kailan no usa para laba auto kung sa otro mga tips que pwede to dale con el mga vivientes de ato.
Sí, chinese kami Sir Charlie no akil mga water conservation tips. Akil lang as simple as akil si mag-toothbrush to running saka to kwan baso pa mucho sa kami. In fact el diamond el Facebook as mentioned by Sir Ed pirmi si kami tan remind. In fact el na opisina diamond chene kami mga advocacy just to constantly remind them. In fact ablagane akil banya to na bateya para el kose akay pwede to flash. So, ako mga as simple as that, no? So, when mucho and in the coming days, not only because kay Chenedol looming water ration.
Otro pa, sa mga fixtures for shower, there are new shower heads right now, kaya mas pino el agua kita sali, y mas menos el agua kita sali, not to wash you, but not waste water. No?
Bueno, so, para hindi to pa na kabesa.
At the end of the day,
it's actually a Mr. Shower. No?
At the end of the day, el can man benefit ali, el mismo consumer. Kay mas lesser el disuyo pago, el bill también disuyo. So at the end of the day, depende sa kundigo, di ba?
If you look at your house, if it's an old house, maybe it's about time that you start to renew or change your new fixtures yet.
You know, I've been dealing with the water district for so many years already in my capacity as for several times chairman del Committee on Public Utilities in the Old Council. But I never thought that there's a very strong planning division ali, Sir Ed, no? Ara pa lang with the presence of Sir Mike Carbon, can you describe the services that you promote allí na de vosotros division, planning division ba? Kung sa nombre ka de ese?
Ese gani amo si Sir Charles, no, talaman sila corporate planning. So, basically, LDBO department, amo ese mga plano, mga programa, water demand management, including ese mga feasibility study. Tamira sa kami, aside of course from our regulatory kay si Chen mga regulatory obligations and water district kami sa like na luwa and then na planning kayo kay siyempre na organisasyon Chen sa mga year-end accomplishment reports. So el departamento sa Diamond Tamira para na next year based on those annual reports, onde ba kami apalta, onde pa pwede as el serbisyo bunamente. So tadalo sa kami feedback na management di amon para onde pa mas pwede esfuerzo.
Pero Sir Mike, así lang kita klaro, de mas antes pa, Sir Ed, talia sa division. O ara lang sa it's a new fixture.
Siguro mga ya-entra yung talia man sa corporate planning due to the reorganization del water district.
Pero mas mapuwersa ka de ara.
Nandisita na kita sa Sir Charles as mas mapuwersa kay sabi to, demands the public tali and we have to serbisyo publiko ngayon.
You know, I asked that gentleman because I can see that, and I think si Sir Edgar knows this, el mga bigente sa ara are pinning their hopes on strong planning because they have invested so much hope na water district over the last decades, hindi lang ablang anyo, hoping that in the end, through good planning and strong planning and sila decisive planning, pwede kita as cambio para na best del water district.
Mike,
ese kita tanggos ka kada.
Special lang ang sedes, ha? Mike, I remember you to be present during the past press conferences, no? When we were talking about mitigating measures about measures to mitigate El Nino, such as this one coming.
Sí.
Si Chano sa planning office allí, baka yung mga gente, ordinaryo gente pipunta, si plan niya sa desembunamente, porque man takiatan kita tang kwento kita about to be implemented water rationing.
Sí, amo gani, Sen.
Let's just be practical, Mike. I hope you won't be grasping for asking that.
Sabi mo kita, el prime water, aquella mention na ustedes, di ba? But then the forces of nature, climate change, si habla kita, the effects are still underestimated. But por eso takiatami kita na the same situation. But with that, amo gani, 2016, January 8, at this point, we were rationing. But because of the planning that although hindi mangatlet todo 100% as planned po sa SOCD, but then the planning that were done 2 years ago, 3 years ago, are cushioning us or mitigating the effects of El Nino now.
To some extent. Those are factors that the prime water should have taken into account when they were planning to do that. Hey, they were the ones who made the promise of 24/7 service. If you're saying nobody can force majeure, that should have been part of the studies of prime water.
Not only the prime water. Not only the prime water. I am bringing it out per se relative to the office of Mr. Michael Carbon. Kasi planning, siyempre, plan niya tuko sa El Bueno, no? And then, este año, kwento tabi kita about ration de agua. So, mga hente taabla na sita plan niya sa desembunamente, niya na planning office, porque mata susa residency na klase, and bes puro development niya kita mong kwento, este mga tiempo, Mike.
Siya na main point.
Sí.
Pero ako como tabla to Mike, yan yung epekto arabo, no? Kita man tago sa mga bigyentes, no?
Sí,
pero much has to be done.
Yes, we do recognize that.
And I hope, como tabla ka na kita, no? Much, the people are expecting so much from your office, the planning office del Water District, corporate planning office, and of course, with Sir Edgar Baños there, occupying a very important segment of the office. We hope that before too long, mga bigyentes di atun, pwede kat intende ko sa actual situation del agua, ikosagat el esfuerzo que puede hacer el Water District. Of course, you cannot do everything.
Karo gani kita, chan ka na sa prosige, no? Eh, tamiray po, breta man natin si Edgar na mga explanation kaya asa ko ng mga water commissioners. You have to brace for those for the consequences.
I understand.
Don't worry, Edgar is used to it.
I understand the situation. Kita man project si Philip mga bisinos, Sir Mike.
Edgar si todo recibe todo.
Cuando ya pone live ko na si Prime Water, people had high hopes. In fact, the highest of hopes. Kaya may makita problema na rationing, may problema na scarcity. Okay, it's a thing of the past. Pero el problema Arab because of what's happening and what's going to come over the next few months. Tapos kita mira el problema tadi lang gali siyempre. Si naman improvement, hindi pa kad bien grande na di aton water firm.
Obviously, there are certain factors that were not included in the feasibility study that was conducted by the implementing agency, which is the Prime Water, to anticipate a problema de klase. But that should have been included in the studies.
Pero studies are one thing, the actual situation can be different.
Okay, so finally, mga bisita sa kapita.
By way of a wrap-up, Bert, Charlie, Philip, and of course my friend Ronnie, we would like to thank the management and staff of GBPI TV11 for giving us this opportunity again. To bring the Task Force El Nino back to my home studio, to launch the task force. By the way, henceforth, the task force will be the one to address. In other words, si Ma'am Valerie kung kin kita man kwento, when it comes to El Nino from now on to 4. Although we will be there, kami and the Sir Mike will be there to assist, yet it's the task force that has full operational control of what happens next in the next couple of months and weeks. Again, we say we beg the kind indulgence of the public. Philip is right. Ronnie is right. We have had our shortcomings. We have had our failings. We have had our limitations, and we're working. The only thing that we say is that we promise to endeavor to be better in serving the city of Zamboanga. Please bear with us. Hopefully, kung matanda si Philip in the next year to come, may mas kita problema ang sina. No? So, thank you again, guys, for indulging us. Gracias mga dato mga televiewers.
Thank you very much, Edgar, no? Colonel Tuipatanali, and of course, Michael Angelo Carbon for being with us this afternoon.
Actually, Ron, no, before you continue, Kerry Ablake, in all the years, we've been, especially Ara, kung anchor yun ng teleradyo, may pagkita siya mas revealing interview kung este Ara, kay yan kadagat din specific at diatong mga concentration ng mga issues. And I think this is good for the city of Zamboanga, mga Bisinos. Hopefully, with a very strong planning office, ali mismo na water firm, so much of our desires could be realized over the next 1, 2, or 3 years.
Thank you. You're most kind, Charlie.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. We'll leave it at that, and perhaps we can find better solutions to the problems of water here in the city of Zamboanga.
Let's pray together.
Let's pray together that it will not SS kasi sila hindi kat bing grabe kung mo tapledihitan yan ang mga eksperto yung mga scientific diaton. Anyway, kaya lumibiyado na Zamboanga. Let's pause for a short break. We'll be back with the Urban Poor, who's supposed to be the recipients of this Talisayan housing project. They have something to say about this. Sila, kami end user des, I think they also deserve a say. Kung sa mga kontrobersiya sa klase, we will put them here on the microphone and we will be discussing what they think about all this controversy that is happening right now. Right after this, we will forgo with the repaso del dia, Albert, if you don't mind.
Si,
Dalilang lugar ko ng Urban Poor diaton, and we'll be back right after this very short reminder.
Winzel Suites offers fully air-conditioned room, hot and cold shower, 32 inches LED flat screen cable TV, room telephone services, standby generator, safety deposit box, free Wi-Fi access, CCTV security cameras, 24 hours hotel security, airport transfer services, and all major credit cards honored. They're located at Almonte Branch and Governor Lim Avenue Branch. Call them at 0917-3034-768. Telephone number 062-957-3563. Winzel Suites. Your home is here.
Yes, Guys. Saan tayo? May bagong bar. Let's go! Nasaan yung bar? Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Trusting the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Magic 95.5.
Dunkin' Donuts Zamboanga is giving a Christmas treat to everyone. Get a Dunkin' Pen for only 1 peso in every purchase of a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Promo is from December 15 until January 15, 2018. Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Nang ang Pangulo ay naghanap ng kanang kamay, ang napulsuhan ay isang tulad niya na may malasakit sa tao. Magkasama sumulong ang pagbabago, umangat ang Davao, kambal sa aksyon at malasakit, takbuhan ng may sakit, puntahan ng mga labi. Bawat lumapit, walang bigo. Bawat hinaing pikit mata ang tulong.
Para kay Bongo, walang tulong ang service. Isa lang ang vision. Service.
What can I give to make your day? Let me send some good vibes your way. Dunkin' Donuts, for every bite that fills the soul. Dunkin' Donuts, tender goodness that makes us whole. There's always more to love for the young and young at heart. It's
Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan.
I love Budget Wise because the stocks are organized and complete.
I love Budget-Wise because of the free parking space. And I feel so relaxed and very secure while shopping for budget items.
I love Budget-Wise because it is convenient and affordable.
I love Budget-Wise kasi di ilang mga empleyado courteous and friendly.
No holds barred at Talk Show which tackles the hottest issues affecting Zamboanga. No holds barred with Ronnie Liedo every Monday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with replays on Wednesday after Dateline Zamboanga and on Sunday at 2 p.m. No holds barred with Ronnie Liedo.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este Dateline Teleradyo, taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guiar el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos team, aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
El primer storya para esta tarde, un antes polis y su compañero arrestado en bypass operation Alina Veterans Extension anoche. Personales del Regional Drug Enforcement Unit del Police Regional Office 9 ya conducí un bypass operation Alina Veterans Extension anoche y puede arrestar con Kanda Muhammad Husam Sakam, un antes miembro del PNP y también su compañero si Nur Hassan Hajan. El operativo ya puede confiscar de la posición el 3 paquetes de shabu y tiene aligado valor de 340,000 de pesos y el 600 pesos marked money. Kung albos mga sospechado, ialibad seguidas na estasyon del otoridad. Na otra pa notisya, bombero i-responde con un incidente de quema alina barangay de Kabatangan anoche. Mag-alas 6 anoche, yakema un usaw goma del rueda alina junk shop, na junk del mga bihikulo del Water District alina sitio Uwak na barangay de Kabatangan. Asibun ko ng bombero, yakema mga basura el guardia del compound, iyamira el kay fuego o kay el fuego, yakina bien grande, yakema el mga daan goma, plastic itamendaan metro alina di ila compound. El bombero ya panidayon kontrola con el fuego pero iyarega sila hasta alas 8 del noche kay tarde siyempre por causa con el materiales magagoma. Mientras tanto, el otro pa noticia, alcalde Ben Climaco alegre con el mag-acomplisimiento del diato na otoridad. Después, dale mag-incentivo con el personal sa otoridad, alegre el alcalde Ben Climaco mandasabi que él es satisfechado con las cosas a acomplisimiento de la otoridad, especialmente na operasyon kontra droga. May entrevista ko na ayer aga, Eli habla que mediante tiene pa mag-incidente de procura sa droga aquí na syudad. Debe asiguro el otoridad no con ese tolerar siendo el soporta de su administración, el continúa hasta poder arrestar con todo mga sospechado. Y admitió la autoridad del más temprano como el Regional Director de la PDA 9 que tiene mga indikasyon que tiene siempre mga de otro probinsya el ta procura as entra mga droga aquí na mismo syudad. Asigun ko na alcalde, mediante esta informasyon, ele alto siempre el confianza con el de ating autoridad para neutralizar enseguidas con el di ila mga targets. Mientras tanto, na mas caliente noticia, un incidente de bushfire según nga ocurre ali parte na costa east sa mga tiempo. Na initial informasyon niya recibe el TV11 kay insigida sa reporta mga residentes del aliparte na Divisoria donde un bakante hotel tiene que quemar el mga seco sakate kay una indikasyon del secas que afecta aura con el diaton ciudad de Zamboanga. Al más reciente o más del detalle de ese report, luego un dato live con Commander Ilyong. Mientras tanto, na otro pa notisya, mga pescador de Basilan que 2 semana perdido na la mar, llaman rescue el Coast Guard. Ya que también emocional al familia Suaid de Basilan después dentro de 2 semanas de lingasa sila iban junto otra vez con el de la familia que mga pescador que niya sila perdido na la mar del Tawi-Tawi dentro de 2 semanas del Disyembre. Según ko acting station commander del Coast Guard Station Zamboanga, el nuevo commander Lieutenant Commander Jimmy Oliver Vigno que ya recibi sila el informasyon del pecha 22 del Disyembre que enseguida sila yaman dispatch con el diila grande barco para man rescue o busca conducir el search and rescue operation con el mga pescador. Bueno, según que tiene también otro mga barco tapasali parte na sa Lebe Sea, boundary del mismo nasyon del Indonesia, rason para pwede sila auxilia con el mga pescador. Alas 3 ayer tarde, yaliga el MRRV 4408 del Coast Guard District Southwestern Mindanao a bordo ya el 3 mga pescador. Yes, que sa también alegría el mismo pamilya del mga biktima por causa kanila o sila ya puede salvar con el vida de estos mga pescador. El hora mga visiones a las 4:08 del tarde y el repaso del mga noticias taliba con ustedes el Dunkin Donut pasalubong ng bayan. Y of course, mga visiones 1 peso pen for every purchase del Diaton dozen donuts. Kalimutan kami kung sila sa Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Isang herbal antibiotic at immunostimulant. Pinapatibay ang ating immune system para labanan ang mga infections at karamdaman. Ini-endorse ang mga eksperto para sa may mga UTI, kidney infections, ulcer, TB, pneumonia, ubo, diarrhea at skin diseases. Santon Plus Herbal Capsule, garantisado at epektibo 13 pesos lang. Natatakot ka rin ba sa cysto at bukol sa iyong katawan? Baka ito ay malignant na, huwag nang hintayin na lumala at uminom ng Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Ito ay napatunayan ng mga eksperto na makakatulong sa pagtunaw ng mayoma, bukol sa breast, ovary, baga, goiter at iba pa. Garantisado at epektibo, 13 pesos lang. Available na rin ang Santon Plus Herbal Oil, Santon Plus Herbal Soap at Mighty C na mabibili sa mga suking butika, parmasya at drugstores. Mga bisinos, al entrevista con el mismo oficiales del Diaton sector del Urban Poor, junto al Diaton mga compañero Ronildo, Philip Aboy y también former Councilor Charlie Mariano na biyada esa del Dateline Teleradyo.
Yes, Paka Bryce. Isa tayo. What? May bagong bar. Let's go. Nasaan yung bar? Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Cracking the competition is the country's number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Magic 95.5.
Dunkin' Donuts Zamboanga is giving a Christmas treat to everyone. Get a Dunkin' pen for only 1 peso in every purchase of a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Promo is from December 15 until January 15, 2018. Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Nang ang Pangulo ay naghanap ng kanang kamay, ang napulsuhan ay isang tulad niya na may malasakit sa tao. Magkasama sumulong ang pagbabago, umangat ang Davao, kambal sa aksyon at malasakit, takbuhan ng may sakit, puntahan ng mga lapi. Bawat lumapit, walang bigo. Bawat hinaing pikit mata ang tulong.
Para kay Bongo, walang tulog ang servisyo. Isa lang ang bisyo. Service.
What can I give to make your day? Let me send some good vibes your way. Dunkin' Donuts, for every bite that fills the soul. Dunkin' Donuts, tender goodness that makes us whole. There's always more to love for the young and young at heart. It's where love starts.
Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan.
No Holds Barred at Talk Show which tackles the hottest issues affecting Zamboanga. No Holds Barred with Ronnie Liedo. Every Monday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with replays on Wednesday after Dateline Zamboanga and on Sunday at 2 p.m. No Holds Barred with Ronnie Liedo.
LB Supermarket. Shop at very affordable prices. RTW, school supplies, appliances, houseware, grocery items, wet market, homemade, food court, with free parking area. So shop now at LB Supermarket. Rio pa, barato pa. LB Supermarket Realty Complex, located at right along Veterans Avenue Extension, Zamboanga City. Bigger, better, greater, your partner in success. LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket Tubungan is now open to serve you. Come and visit the newest branch of LB Supermarket. LB Supermarket, your partner in success.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentan por ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Dateline Teleradyo, taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay día el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Dateline Teleradyo, aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos team, aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Okay, mirando siyempre ka na programa del Dateline Teleradyo kay Bibiyeta de Zamboanga. It's now 4:12 in the afternoon. Y como ya prometi kita de más temprano, que el pone kita también con el mismo Urban Poor Grupo, quien el que da recipiente de ese proyecto compra del terreno y natalizayan, ¿no? Cosa ba sila el sentido con siya con esta controversia que está conducida este tiempo, aquí. So, ya invita kita kanila todo para aquí kalato na station, no? We have with us el mga quien el conversa na grupo también para kanila, si Marisa Aizon, el Zamboanga City,
Homeowners and People's Organization
Federation, no? El chairwoman
del Federation.
Yeah, then we also have Abelardo Tarosa, a board member, Edita Talosig, no? Sila el quien conversa también con usted. Después tiene kita otro mga representante tan aquí, quien posiblemente el que recipiente de este proyecto del terreno allí ganet el housing, no? So, Charlie, maybe you'd like to start with a question.
Well, quiere kita pregunta diretso at mga vecinos, igualmente con el programa de Ronnie No Holds Barred. Diretso con Ma'am Marisa Aizon. Ma'am, cosa bagat el problema tamira to, desde reventas este problema de Talisayan property acquisition, cosa el mga queja que tamira to ta apekta con el DTU sector? ¿Por qué ya queda na spotlight el Urban Poor?
Actually, yesterday we were interviewed at Imedia. They keep on asking us, sino ba kami kiase na transaksyon del presyo del property na Talisayan? Sino ba kayo autoridad para representa ko ng sektor? So, contesta kami, as elected chairperson del Federation, I was given the full blanket authority to represent, to sign, and to speak in behalf of the Federation. And every meetings called, kay assembly meeting man or interagency meetings, siya aside kita sa minutes of the meeting, recorded todo, and one of the clamor of the sector was land banking for resettlement site. So, as kabesa del Federation, yase kami rekomendasyon through a request letter addressed to the city mayor. Yabla kami, it's time, dahil taman lote, akin lote, taman commensurate Colonel Housing Baglat.
Yes, ma'am. Prinsipyo ako nakita ko ng karta, no, because this was also cited by Congressman Obregat. Na karta tabla si Congressman Obregat on your personal capacity daw to pirma con el komunikasyon para con el city government gane, no ito pirma el otro mga miembros del federation.
We have the supported document board resolution upon the election of the federation's executive officers. I was given the full blanket authority. Kaya this year, Kosayo DCD, as long as the approval board,
Yes.
that is covered with the law, resolution.
And this was supported by the board.
Yes.
Mi pregunta ahora con ustedes allí. Ya tenemos bastante consultación con el end user, como tenemos el end user con ese, el recipiente con ese. Ya tenemos bastante consultación el gobierno, with your representation allí, concerning con ese compra del terreno.
Durante mga interagency meeting, taabla kami kay necessity kung palote intended for resettlement site. As to consultation, siguro dapat kung ang mga program beneficiary. Kasi may pa kami entra na picture del comprada, rekomenda pa lang kami. So, I think there's no need to consult us kay other mga program beneficiaries naka-pipeline para enter na resettlement sites. SL mga dapat pregunta.
Ma'am Marisa, cuando tamang site si Congressman Celso aquel dito karta, generic. No hay mention na niya si Cosalote, basta habla to que tiene necesidad para comprar. So, the past few days, también naman to que model carrera del issue, no? Na cuestiona el Team Colorado, kasi porque o Paul Lote, ese ya iskuhili na talisayan, and ya mention na pa kanil sila kwanto sa mga factors, si porque hindi debe ese lote allí. Well, ustedes allí na urban poor, kung ustedes na considera kung ese lote allí na talisayan, kasi hindi ese, could be otro lote. Habla pa nga que mucho pa doon na resettlement area na
tulungatong
na
property.
Mercedes, bien manada pa bakante. So, kung sa ustedes view, kung ese controversial lote ahora, controversial kay itong puwerte ka del debate, si Deme ba kumpra ko na eso, hindi.
Sabi tuya siya kami karta kay there is a need. Si base na data gathered by the census and tagging conducted by the housing office, tamira kami housing baglag. Hindi bastante el tulungatong and askuna resettlement site para akomoda con todo mga program beneficiaries, especialmente con mga biktima de calamidad. Sabi to, no pwede kami kontesta. Si Abale bakante, mucho bakante ang tulungatong and askuna property.
Yeah.
Only housing office who has the data. So sila po di abla as to how many program beneficiaries, how many awardees already, and how many to be pipeline.
Sabi kita, punto ali, tablale, after the siege, kung nakil mga biktima del siege, na propone el gobierno con el tulungatong no quiere que bien lejos. El punto diso, porque el talisayan, hindi po mas lejos con el tulungatong?
Sabi to, ali na tulungatong chine awardees from talon-talon. And they are now living comfortably na area. Na mampang resettlement site. Na askuna, Mercedes, chine tamen from West Coast. Akil ba taman cross nila el mga district, el area? Chine mga calamity victims from District 1, yan na District 2. From District 2, yan na District 1. Siguro, kanamo na urban poor as long as comfortable, affordable at presyo, and safe outside, and grab kami opportunity.
So okay lang kung sa talisayan.
Asi kumigo, the presyo, kwanto daw kaya...
No naman mong pagahan. I mean, si tiene posibilidad compra con ese, tiene también posibilidad, hindi po sige compra. No hay pa, hindi pa consummated el contract.
1,350.
Pero okay kung sa talisayan.
So far, okay.
Pregunta lang yung ma'am, no, kaya hablo to antes, tiene que la backlog, grande kat backlog na numero del mga beneficiaries que debe gane sa katamin el ayuda del city government. According to an unofficial record, although I think this has already become official, almost 30,000 daw families el backlog que debe man house el city government. Man accommodate na di aton mga resettlement site. Tapos diba tumira ko na numero as real?
Si base kasi sabi to, tiene mandate, memorandum circular LDILG, kita mandate ko ng barangay officials or barangay council ko ng respective barangays to provide their own resettlement site in which Hindi todo
Hindi
pwede
to pwede
barangay,
dali,
hindi
sí.
pwede man afford, hindi pwede. Por eso kami, como tasirbi boses del pobre, tasirbi kami bridge, taliba kami na gobyerno para si pwede man avail or man purchase another lot for resettlement site in order kung natin mga identified colony of informal settlers will be resettled.
Ma'am, apuera ko na sa Talisayan Property, in your capacity as President of the Urban Poor Federation, and of course, your officers, tapo na ba tumilay kay Chene pa mas bonito propiedad kontra ko na sa Talisayan premises, Talisayan Property at the present time? Iya-recommenda ba si ustedes con el City Government? O estela mga Talisayan Altamira to taman meet el specifications del Urban Poor?
Actually, Sir Charles, may kami rekomenda or man-identify lote. Ang among rekomendasyon, lote busca lote. So, siya property de Talisayan, hindi pa bastante si man-acquire sa gobyerno, hindi pa still bastante para man-resettle, para man-accommodate kung todo mga informal settlers.
In other words, masking comprar el gobyerno lokal con el 12.3 hectare property na Talisayan, hindi pa siyempre suficiente o bastante con el numero del mga beneficiaries.
Yes. Actually, Sir Charles, meeting gani kami otang kwento, dos karta ese dapat. El-1, tapili kami na West Coast. El-1 property or another land banking, grande lote, aki kami na East Coast. Para todo mga informal settlers or akin mga identified taman occupy mga danger zones, hazard areas, pwede tamin kanila man accommodate somewhere na East Coast.
Yes.
So both era na Distrito 1 y 2, tiene otra vez aumenta resettlement site.
And antes, mami, aclara tu que nadito yung komunikasyon para kun Mayor Beng. Ito as in particular, el cosa chera ta rimpuha el urban poor sector, ya dali to sa derecho con el city government.
Yes, no kami man identify lote no.
Kaya tiene mga suggestions sa abla gani, que posible gani, el urban poor sector headed by you, como is in cahoots with certain people proposing the purchase of that particular property.
Ano ay ka?
Asilang kita klaro
Hindi
para
kami
entender mga
tatanwas, hindi kami
viviendas.
jamon kapabilidad para buska lote. Kami rekomenda lang kung gobyerno, buska ya lote.
Charlie,
Kaya.
pwede na ba kita uwi ko ng lote mas namin? Okay? Para baka pensan gente si Marisa lang ang takumpesa para con el grupo. ¿Usted va contento con ese lugar que escogí el gobierno local para donde hace el resettlement site de ustedes?
Sí. Bonito, may anda kami allá. Si pwede lang kami, sir,
Si compara con el Tulungato, ¿dónde también es bueno?
Sí, para conmigo, aquel lugar allá, bien bonito aquel lugar. Que la escuela está allá, el Tulungaton, Alto Bajo, Pagulot. Eso donde sila comprar level. Bonito kasi lugar para resettlement. Pero para conmigo, mas bueno que le comprar el gobierno para quien interesado, informal sector, tagi ka nato na tierra, pwede accommodar ya.
Hindi ba
prepare kita?
Hindi ba usted está tiene miedo con el warning del P-Box que posible daw tiene tsunami surge allí na lugar? O sa di yung reaction niya, sir? Tiene ba el urban poor miedo na tsunami?
Si para conmigo, yo lang sasabi si tiene tsunami. Kasi si tiene tsunami, el San Ramon area, bulay na tsunami. Porque hasta ahora no hay pa.
Pwede ba kita pregunta con ustedes, ¿tienen ustedes idea si more or less cuánto familia puede beneficiar con ese lugar allí?
Si tabla kita 12 hectares, no? Tiene kita na city planning base dila guidelines. Tiene 30, el scheme dila na subdivision, no? Subdivision law is 70-30. 70% amos sa buildable
homelands.
Para homelands, yes. 30% is allocate sa para kunel mga community facilities, open spaces, and parking at sila mga parks and playgrounds. So, sila 30% of 12 hectares, more or less, quanto square meters kada bakante or buildable, si punitami kita per beneficiary mga 100 square meter. So, more or less, tali sa na mga siguro mga 800.
800 to 1,000
per hectare. Per hectare. Ano? 42 hectares.
42.
Okay.
800 to 1,000 units.
Sí.
Mi pregunta con ustedes ahora, ¿no? ¿Cuántos años ya kita pauwi ko ng keho del mga urban poor que no hay sila donde para planta nila mga casa? Ahora kita tiene kita concreto programa. ¿Desde cuándo lang ba yung prinsipyo housing program que deberasan que ustedes sila contestar con la necesidad de ustedes.
Sabi to, actualmente, tiempo lang kami, tiene grande, dolya sinti kami, alivyo un poco, kahit uwi ka namon, diamond clamor.
Tiempo lang, ha?
Si sabi to, we were not given the chance before. Sabi to, quanto interagency meetings again, no? Tan reiterate, quanto interagency meetings tangan conduct el housing and general assembly el urban poor sector talyata including na agenda or na other matter el clamor del sector more land banking.
Ese si Marisa se habla. What about the rest? Igual ba doon sa sentido ko lang?
Kaya kita aumenta ko ng pregunta di Ronnie, ma'am. Tabla si Congressman Lobregat, el 1,350 daw per square meter. Kaya el development cost most likely, hindi naman ako sa despaga. El actual home lot lang man. El 1,350 daw, bien caro ya daw kayo para man-afford el urban poor family. El question, deberasan ba kayo? Para con ustedes.
Si para conmigo hindi siya caro. Kaya di miyo ba na association na hando kay 1,500 el paga kami na dueño.
Pwede paga, sir?
Actually, el paga kala CMP, dito kami paga na gobyerno ni Hinay.
Pero doon base na computation del city, paano kaya sali? 1,700 plus el mes? O 1,800?
No, el tan cuento lang, el presyo lang, 1,350.
Ese presyo, hindi man ese el mismo sila paga si por ejemplo.
Tiene ara esfuerzo el City Council through the initiative of the City Mayor para el development cost, hindi naman charge con el mga beneficiaries.
¿Cuánto es el mes?
Actually, mga 1,350 na siya.
Actually, another request made by this group to review sa certain provision na ordinansa ay para man erase, man delete el mga directly cost na side development del mga
assuming
resettlement.
que si cuánto ya compra, amo también el paga 1,350 al mes, liviano ya.
Siguro, sabi ko si Urban Poor se queda, no, resettlement side, tiene se put in jutay development. No pwede to abla el roll-land sa katupresyo man pass on na individual.
1,500 al mes.
Si affordable pa.
Affordable na ustedes.
Kasi payable magkilin 25 years.
Mga sina, por 25. Yan ang pesado.
Antes tabla to tabla si Mama Marisa que si Mayor Beng and of course the city government including the councilors uwi kayo at aura con el mga urban poor. Porque kaya ba to as a comparison? Kasi el problema.
Ya pwede ka medyo mong kahit tataliga na opisina aquel gosyerne. Tan action dali un ejemplo no ya se kahit el sector otra kami kami mong mandate is to serve as linkages. So todo problema na grassroots taliba kami. Elevate kami si liba kon mayor, liba na sanggunian or other offices concerned. Now aquel request del sector igual lang ko ng request del land banking para resettlement site. Yan una yung grant aquel request del real property tax penalty condonation. And not only the urban poor sector in Zamboanga were able to avail. So, todo pa taxpayer na Zamboanga City, basta delinquent dito yung taxes, yan pa tutuman avail 0% penalty up to December last 2018.
Yes, yung pagkatulong December 15.
Up to last December.
From
December 16 up to June 30, 2019, you could also avail at 50% discount. Ese también letter del Federation, which yan hid el mayor. Kaya uwi. Si kami proponent del LDS, nasanggunian kami.
Kasi Mayor Beng, tauwigat ko lang.
Tauwigat namin.
Esa mi pregunta ahora con ustedes. Ahora tabla tú que ustedes ya chuli con ese o ya mensajes con ese. Antes voy a hacer de semejante request de esa clase. Pero may uwi?
So far, antes, yung clamor land banking. Este tiempo, ven mucho urban poor, tiene delinquent na taxes, por eso ya pwede kami man-incorporate el dila, yung consolidate dila mga concerns, ya pwede yun iba.
Ustedes kaya sa idea, ha?
Antes kasi hindi yung chairperson, por eso I do not have the authority to.
Mucho ka kaya na ipwede approve siya ko na sa mga amoroso na pangano.
El liberasan si el development cost kada pa kwan included na actual cost ke pagal mga families, el mga beneficiaries. Kada eledol hindi bien viable, kay bien karo ya. But the action of the city government, I think very soon, no, this will be applied already. Hindi naman charge ko na development cost. This is a boost to the urban poor sector. Por eso, tiene ka razón para creer que ustedes, and of course, not you directly, but your members, the families, the thousands of families, I was made to understand, ma'am, almost 30,000 daw, a number of projected beneficiaries, they stand to benefit. The Talisayan property is just the tip of the iceberg. Primero pa lang with this initiative coming from the city government, we have reason to believe that over the next 2, 3, or 4 years, ay aumenta pa, ma'am, el additional home lots ko na di aton mga bibiyantes.
Kaya kaya lang yung pregunta kanila, no? Cosa el income level del urban poor di aton para poder sila kada recipiente de un housing lot allí na Talisayan, si el pursigise.
Actually, kita tadi in Republic Act, no? Para kada tuon program beneficiary mag-qualify to, no? El udhalo tabal Urban Development Housing Act as of 1992, chanela provision tabla for you to be a qualified beneficiary of a resettlement site, meaning resettlement ng gobyerno or privado, no? You must at least you are living in the area, affected area, como esa chene kalamidad, tayo to takeda on or before March 28, 1992. So you are, before or on that date, tayo to takeda area affected, you are a qualified, pwede to qualified dito para man avail resettlement site. As to dito yung live ako sa dito yung earning para pwede to paga, depende man sa na computation ng mga resettlement site, individual, chene to one.
I see. Kung Ma'am Talosig, tuba Ma'am Talosig, may patukasa sa tiempo. May patukasa. May patupropyo kasa ka dito. May
patupropyedad. Tiyan naman, yung pero gusto ala na sambang na resettlement.
Ansina. So, pero tapik ko na ito ba, kwanli, man-apply ko na yan siya. Ayaw ka ba, ito recipiente ito. Cosa tu ta sentir como un miembro del urban poor, ¿Quelaya va el tratamiento del gobierno local de atun este tiempo para con ustedes también? El mga consciente de ustedes este tiempo, cosa el diferencia que está observando ustedes este tiempo con ese tratamiento del mismo gobierno local con ustedes?
Actualmente, más bueno man ara. Since 1996 yo, el presidente na Urban Poor. Yan difícil gatyo. Yan difícil gatyo na di amon organization.
¿Por qué man? ¿Por qué man, ma'am?
1996 yan approve da amon year 2000 under the administration of Ma'am Kaling Bregat.
So, ¿por qué ito yan difícil?
Yan difícil kay bantada ba? Asa pa kay man-settle daw kami ala na tulungatong. Siendo ese chera de gobierno man tamen.
Doon dito si Romtari.
Ala na kwan Matadero,
na testa.
Sí. Pero since 1979 pa kami ali takeda.
Kasi masama, para doon tayo siya kilala.
Sí. Kabay, elos damos tener título.
Nagrupo Kiara, ¿quién aspira para tener terreno allí? Tiene casa allí na propósito lugar. Tiene bakit aquí nagrupo?
Ano nga, Sergeant, manpan lang yun.
Facilitator.
Si kami facilitator, kami presidente del Kataykualan Association. So, el mga los temas, akal mga yan, identify kita, amo pa para libaalya.
Actually, yung bonito mga sa programa land banking, no? Charlie, Ronnie. El danger lang ali, sindo sa responsibilidad, kaya baka dyan yung mga de otro probinsya tabla, nagita na Sambuanga, kaya tadalat siya al gobyerno. Normally sa destinante, tauya kita silang klase, no? El influx del mga, hindi kayo mga verdadero miyembro del Urban Poor, quien picura que na beneficiaryo de ese. Diyan ba kita mga safeguards mamari?
There applies, that info kita, Republic Act 72-79. Diyan sa pre-qualification, diyan kami til housing office, kita pa sa sila todo mga aplikante.
Background check.
Yes, individual.
Pero más, el mga beneficiaries, usted está recomenda. Tamang sala na de vosotros.
Tiene, tasalika namon, akil mga walk-in client kay Nuemas Onde para ma-reset nila cuerpo, tarin po kami para anda ng housing office.
Yes.
So, alata pa sa proseso. So, pwede kita abla, we cannot guarantee sa to entra de otro lugar para poder naman avail el programa de gobierno que siendo tiene law tan invoke.
Afuera con el national law, siguro, pwede también kita pidi con el City Council man-legislate un local ordinance para suportar con ese national law. Hace más fuerte el protection con el de aquí gayot. Kaya kung matandakan na si Philip, aquel mga de afuera, baka pwede pagosa, mas que con el cosa pwede goza, el de aquí gayot.
Sí, justo. No. Anyway, claro yung mga siguro, Charlie.
Well, el claro, como tablagan si Ma'am Marisa Enantes, you are not being used by any political
yes,
force. No hay politika mga vecinos, y no hay sila man kontsabahan ni kung kenki. El di ila trabajo ki procura lang ngayon ayuda con el urban poor sector y guía con el mano del city government, pabor con el urban poor sector mga vecinos.
Alright, siya text message, pero no ito asa na talisayan, ha? Kung tedes este mga de urban poor, depende kung tedes kilaya kontesta, no? As far as urban poor is concerned daw, hablo pala, kapag daw le uwi, ke mga miyembro daw del urban poor, pero si anda daw ng mga lugar, ang mga kasa, mga bungalow, siya pa daw mga bihikulo, mga SUV. Verdad ba siya?
Sabi ko, in principle, they started as urban poor. Kasi lang kita un poco alivio sa mga anak na gradua, tapos ito man un poco alivio. We cannot revive that right.
Naturalmente, si mag-anak yung pati gradua na koleyo, depende na po yung trabaho, di pwede compare. There's no problem with that.
Okay, so they started with a humble beginning.
El carry pagod sa aura, considering that Talisayan property ay na apiki na industrial zone. Manada ba kita mga urban poor members dito trabahan ng mga pabrika, ma'am?
Yes. Yung manada.
Kay yes Pantaylit, antes mucho tabla el tulungatong daw lejos. Na pero ara kung doya compra quiere comprar city government kun el Talisayan, tabla ang mga bidientes, iya suspecha yung kay manada nga deberaso nga quiere niya kay apiki ng mga pabrika. Tabla sila yung lugar, din acceptable gat kun el mga urban poor families.
And yet, Sir Charles, siya naman uno urban poor homeowners ali. Nakostaw lang din sa property. El Federation President si Ma'am Ann Portillo. Kaya lang mismo na sa.
O sa dila experience ma'am, buhay ba?
Uno ng mga considerations of this, el proximity to your workplace.
Uno.
Proximity to your workplace.
School.
And proximity to school.
El high school, taki. El Acostao. El elementary school, tadya na unlaw.
Oo.
Nato,
si comete tu krimen, apiki lang si TJ.
O ese si TJ. Hindi ito detenimiento, apiki na si TJ. Okay lang?
Sila tatinong.
Okay lang.
Sa urban poor.
Na si TJ lang sa zone 1, di ba? For how many years talisi? Doon may makita uwi. Basta man take lang mitigating measure ng gobyerno, siguro safe.
Actually, hindi lang apiki na si TJ, ma'am. Si Chine lang kita miedo, apura ko lang tsunami, tali tamil na San Ramon Penal Colony. Pero el tamilayo, el control do makamiedo, mismo di atong cuerpo, si kita, hindi ta sige na lay.
Correct yan. Makamiedo ba ito niya? Todo mga sige.
O baka makamiedo pag ina Dateline Teleradyo, kay makasuda ka del pregunta dito.
Anyway, bilang ito ko nagkakonsultable sila kay aura lang daw Charlie ako na attention kanila.
Si, deberasan siya.
Tan reciprocate ko na gila mga pedido. Up to what extent, Ma'am Marie, kilaya ta uwi si Mayor Ben ko ng sedes, up to what extent ta uwi?
The regular ba ta conducive meeting ko ng sedes?
Ay, sabi to, El Housing Office, primit lang assembly meeting. Na assembly meeting, El Housing Office assigned, sinikita sa minutes of the meeting. So, talya recorded, kel clamor, primit abla, land banking to address, no, kon El Housing Baglag. So, 18 years ago, 15 years ago, I was not yet the chairperson. Therefore, I was not given the authority para escribise or ma-request. Uno lang yung dal mga officials board about
yes.
So this time, yamira yo, kita dali man attention, yung grant el tax amnesty. So abayo follow up you another letter in which amo siya
talking about land banking ron, Alip, mga vecinos, el diaton fear, no, el tiene kita miedo kisi. Hindi kita sa example compra, kay because of political issues. Yes. Baka compra kita otra vez ko na si after 5 or 10 years. Siguro mga 500 million niya. Sabi to na Mercedes Ara, roadside ma'am, 5,000 per square meter. Inoy tanto mga gente, tabendeli, apuera lang kay mga lote, mga 5 para 10 hektarya na. Kailangan kita kumpra kay Bingkaro.
Otra vez, repite kita para con el público claro el cual. Con el urban poor del grupo que está aquí ahora, ese precio de 1,300 barato yung base para con ustedes, maka-urban poor? Let them answer.
Reasonable.
Barato. At claro, boss.
Yes.
Barato.
Alaga na sa na
Ese buen lugar na Talisayan, a favor ustedes con ese lugar allí para donde plantan housing?
Yes. Okay.
Well, there you go. I rest my case.
Kaya di a favor.
100%.
Okay, pa sabi, 101%.
Kasi sabi ko, kira lang yung komenta, no? Thankful al urban poor sector kay administration tauwi. Sabi to identified colonies, todos sa mga shoreline, yung census and tagging nga sa housing. Tiyan sila data. Sabi sila as to the number kaya necesita del mga pamilya kung ano un resettlement site. Si ELFAC kumpra el Talisayan property still hindi sufficient, hindi still enough para man accommodate todo sa housing backlog number of families. Pati kuando pa prepara el resettlement site si Akalyang Ben Grant, Chenia Calamidad Ben Manada, igual ba noon barangay? Dapat pro-action al barangay council, el disaster talilang anytime, man-made man or natural. Dapat prepararolya el site, develop el site para si Chenia man mga naka-pipeline entra, ready para man accommodate.
Ma'am, kasi lang kita klaro, kaya nanti pregunta di mio, yabla to, kaya no ikat connivance in any way between you and the people interested in buying this property. Of course, the city government. Naarap rin tayo, siguro ultimo question ng mga vecinos, kaya ba con ustedes, kanya manda anda, aquí na teleradyo para aclararse o de vosotros lang kasi decision?
Kaya lang kami man-raise yung site kasi tauwi kami very controversial ya gayot, very controversial kaya na auto station na sa kanamon kaya do kami kaya na presyo na negosasyon badal property. So kaya kami busca kami on station kaya pwede uwi asi kami sa process di amon kami. So voluntarily we came.
Dahil ko na auto station ka nagka-lisensya.
Pero alegre kami mga vecinos que el grupo di Ma'am Marisa, of course, et al, no? Ay benegat kina Dateline Teleradyo y procuragat aclarar cuantos del mga issues mga vecinos que hasta ahora tali pa siyempre na ere considering that the property has not yet been purchased. Abla may paman consummate ko ng deal kay may paman paga el city government. Tali pa si mga vecinos na mano del city government. Of course, el titulo na nombre pa del dueño, pero el issue caliente pa na pandes al mga vecinos. Por eso, mantuto kita, this may not be the last time, ang kwento kita por causa de ese issue, but definitely, the coming over of Ma'am Marisa and the group is something positive que pwede gat aklara na pensamiento del mga kritiko, pati del mga tasuporta con este land transaction, que bueno el intention del city government na compre del propiedad.
The bottom line here, Charlie, is that we established before the public here que el mismo end user, el mga urban poor, a pabor con ese arreglo del gobierno local de Atos. Y si quieren man que sanga con ese, posiblemente sila el que sale afectado.
Sabi ko, simple lang man. Ikaw ba na game show del un actor? Game na ba kayo? Debe, el contestasyon, mapuwersa kayo.
Na ahora, si a favor ustedes con el compra de ese, ready mo ustedes to come out in the open para sangga con algún movimiento, para sangga con el comprada de ese?
I beg your
¿Por qué man sila sangga? You tell me.
Hindi ba? I mean, a favor man sila ali. Ta-question naman el unlaw campo kay hindi to debe ali. Ready mo ustedes anda kontra con el cosa sila?
yes, we stand. Kasi kami kami rekomendasyon. Habla sila, identification de lote, tala mga liya, pwede sila. Under siguro negotiation, no? Para man-purchase siya katil gobyerno. So, sila kita mga recipients, mucho mga recipients and mga program beneficiaries. Sabi ko no, a resettlement site, na entra lang ali, hindi mga walk-in client. Todo sa mga families affected na mga calamities.
I don't think they came here to be militantly against anybody in the city of Zamboanga. Felipe, let me finish. Pero taki sila para lang ang verdad. Di ba?
Yes, our clamor is for land banking. Si on-demand, el gobyerno naman man-develop, entrega lang ng urban poor, kaya sila affordable, el area safe and develop.
In other words, ma'am, na urban poor sector, the more properties purchased by the government, basta buwan lokasyon, mas manata reserva. Ikumutabla ka lang si Ma'am Marisa, kung kita 1,000 families ay pwede man accommodate na Talisayan. That leaves mga vecinos 29,000 more because almost 30,000 al di atong backlog. And I think there's a long way to go. And with that, siguro ma'am, we would like to get your parting shot, message for the people of
Sige.
Zamboanga.
Thank you for my board to kay Ablayo man kwan sige kumiko anda kita man air jaton side.
Ito ba kompleto board ustedes?
Falta kami no kay L1 siya on the anda, L1 government employee, L1 out of town.
Pero United Bell Board, ma'am?
Si.
Okay.
So, okay, satisfied siya hotel. Kami
question na.
Pregunta ko na tayo.
Thankful kami, kaya pwede kami this time kami man voice out del diamond side. Kay causal participasyon daw di amon na comprada del terreno, cosa di amon autoridad para hacer representación del urban poor. So, ya pwede kami man-explain ng barangay.
So, the next time, makiauta din din eh.
Yes.
Anak ka na stasyon, nakalisensyao.
Okay. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias otra vez, Ma'am Marisa and the group. Buenas tardes con ustedes.
Thank you. At gracias, at least, el makintawi ka na itong klaro yan po sa tapasa.
Claro, sige.
Okay, thank you very much. Por eso, otra vez, pregunté con ustedes otra vez, antes de salir ustedes a favor con ese compre.
Yes. Si pwede lang, si qualified lang kami sa kayo. Ay, nakodo kami sa kayo.
Pero manangal ang mga otro, sabi mo ito.
Okay.
Sige.
Okay sila. I rest my case.
Kasi klaro eh, Charlie.
Well, tabakan nyo kung Ma'am Aison, pati ang grupo. Game na ba kayo? Abli sila, game na. Game na ba kayo?
Game na!
Klaro mga bisikas.
Klaro.
Alright, so,
okay, anyway, te quedo viviendo en Zamboanga. Voy a mandarles canila también con el grupo de la Urban Poor, ¿no? ¿Quién el cada recipiente de ese proyecto? Si él conseguimos hacer compre, claro que sila yada de pijo que sila a favor con ese.
Although sabi kita ron, no, as yo in my capacity as spokesman of Team Klima ko, no, yawi kita con el powers that be, of course, el diaton alcalde, that she is determined to address the problem of the urban poor. And I think if that's the case, then that property will be purchased by the city.
She will be remiss in her duty if she does not address the problem of the urban poor because it is a problem that is all aggravating daily here in the Zamboanga.
Incidentally, saluda con ustedes el diaton Barcada, antes concejal Edith Tupa Saavedra, abele all-out support doble con el urban poor.
So mga bisinos, no ustedes sa lili, kay Aibira pa, el
Dateline Teleradyo.
Yes, guys. Saan tayo? May bagong bar. Let's go.
Nasaan yung bar? Ayan. Introducing the new delicious Titty Bar. New shape, new flavors.
So, you like this bar?
Cheers! New delightful experience.
The magic of radio.
Here we go. This is the epicenter of music entertainment.
From the northern to the southern tip of the Philippines.
Giving you the most complete radio experience.
Cracking the competition is the country's number one. Number one for new music.
The world famous.
We are
Magic 95.5.
Dunkin' Donuts Zamboanga is giving a Christmas treat to everyone. Get a Dunkin' pen for only ₱1 in every purchase of a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Promo is from December 15 until January 15, 2018. Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan.
Nang ang Pangulo ay naghanap ng kanang kamay, ang napulsuhan ay isang tulad niya na may malasakit sa tao. Magkasama sumulong ang pagbabago, umangat ang Davao, kambal sa aksyon at malasakit, takbuhan ng may sakit, puntahan ng mga lapit. Bawat lumapit, walang bigo. Bawat hinaing tutok mata ang tulong.
Para kay Bongo, walang tulong ang service. Isa lang ang bisyo. Service.
What can I give to make your day? Let me send some good vibes your way. Dunkin' Donuts, for every bite that fills the soul. Dunkin' Donuts, tender goodness that makes us whole. There's always more to love for the young and young at heart. It's where love starts.
Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan.
No holds barred at talk show which tackles the hottest issues affecting Zamboanga. No holds barred with Ronnie Liedo. Every Monday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with replays on Wednesday after Dateline Zamboanga and on Sunday at 2 p.m. No holds barred with Ronnie Liedo.
Nasunaya na, daghan ang bibilib sa kaepektibo sa talang Hapras Oil.
Going!
Agoy, ang haplas na kwentala no. Oh, salamat, Pilis Lunas, ang taglay.
Kung padayong gigamit sa kadaghanan.
Away ayos.
Basig, basig na nisa.
Bawat haplos.
Sini?
Na may tala na plasyon.
Cada día, lunes hasta sábado, te presentamos con ustedes la radio y televisión, el programa de Ciudad de Zamboanga. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Taman junto con ustedes, mga veterano y respetado anunciador y comentarista, que hay guía el discusión del día, na mga asunto que tiene que hacer con la ciudad y el mga vivientes aquí. Este es Dateline Teleradyo. Aquí na GBPI TV11 y na 95.5 Magic FM. Todos team, aquí na Dateline Teleradyo.
Okay, binando siyempre kita programa del Dateline Teleradyo. Tiyan lang kita kwantos minutos
Last
aquí.
10 minutes portion.
Oh, last 10 minutes kita aquí. Dolo mo kita dol basketball ba?
Amo. Kaya kayo saludato nila uno del mga bien viewers ngayon. Bien fan ka di Ronnie pati di Charlie. Ang team yung manager antes si Jerry Lacase Santos.
Hi, Jer. Buenos días contigo, Jerry.
Tamira ka nato na.
Tamira, Jer, si Jerry, tayo pasa-pasa ka na mo kina teleradyo.
Kung Eddie Tupas Saavedra, mo ba kayo?
Good morning.
Kailangan ito yung pronounce?
Eddie Tupas Saavedra.
Kaya
yung kita Tupac.
Commonly part, pasensya to part, si Ronnie,
Ito sa honest mistake.
Anyway,
Aquel do que no es doñigal saging prito, que por eso.
Por eso part, si aba to imbiar saging prito, imbiar na ora.
Amo.
Anyway, makapromo lang kal part, no? Saludo kita otra vez mga vecinos con el día atong barkada, el antes consial Eddie Tupas. Por eso yo tabla Tupas, kung cuidado ka yo.
Ese nombre Tupas, kwan siya.
Iloilo.
But that's a Hindu name. That's a Hindu name.
Simula tamen to kung Councilor Saavedra, karay mestizo man tamen.
Karay Indian.
Karay Indian. Pero hindi ka tadalilon, otro ken. Otro ken. Magwapo kasi Eddie niya.
Palta lang po ni kalkulo na wakiyo.
Tiyan pregunta kiyo, no? Hi po mga sir, may tanong ako, kung matuloy po ang pagbili ng lupa dyan sa Talisayan, paano na po ang nakatira doon? Yung bang nagbabantay sa lupa, additional caretaker?
Based on our experience, mga vecinos, aquellos na kedala, mas mucho, they will be given priority.
Priority to stay.
Resettlement.
Normally, ganyan yan.
Baka,
kung ngayon nakanipa yung bahay mo, baka na maging paano yan?
El sabi to ron, in the case of the tulong atong property, generally antes 5 tenants, all of them mga vecinos were given special priority na resettlement. Ichene ka na dila niya, grande-grande po ko ang mga home lots because of their special situation.
Yes, because they took care of that land for a
And
very
more
long
importantly, they will have the opportunity to own the property.
Yes. And siguro antes de kapag kita na programa mga vecinos, kaya sa kasta oportunidad para saluda ko na diatong barkada, si Dr. Romeo Bagongon.
Ay, Doc, buenas
El diatong Certified Good Samaritan na kinasudad sa Buanga. Doc, kita-kita siguro tayo kung may time, no? Daling ko si Philip dyan sa iyo. I don't know si Alci, kwando tayo sige ka natin paralya kung Doc Bagongon, anytime soon daw, Doc, anda kami liguntigo.
Kay si Philip daw kita mira daw ko na makadalaga daw, tandoble daw kita mira.
Ron, how, bien kwan ka bien na practical ka pregunta, no? How about el mga professional settlers apenas tiene titulo ta bendeya na otro, pati el ladron nunca admiti ele un ladron. Okay. So how about el professional settlers daw, Char? Akil ba mga yapon niya sa kaltitulo ko bende lang daw ele na otro?
Well, tiene sa mga safeguards. Hindi ito pwede bende cosa contigua na allow el gobierno as home lot that is specially reserved for you. So tiene sa restriction no ng mga lote mga bisinos kita man award el city government. You have to follow the rules. Otherwise, you cannot qualify.
Kontrata mo doon tapaga sila. Hindi sa contigo po de legal debata-bata lang ang bangko siguro kay itutapag ako initially tutapag dito nombre tapag to kunin sa depe bende to na otro.
Okay.
Yat niyan sinakaso na.
Di manada sa
Actually,
kaso mga urban poor.
Ya compete ka kanila otra vez el caso.
Ang cosa kita tamira arata sucede, tabende sila dila rights. Kaya naman to legal ownership legal title kung el propiedad, hindi ka derecho tan issue contigo mga bisinos. So cosa tu tabendeli, tamira kita esekad el pirmi mga violation. Sa mga bisinos tabende rights na dila mga propiedad.
Pero you were talking earlier about sila bakaw timora Canada otro provincial bene para kikanaton. I don't think you will be able to really stop that kind of a phenomenon because people are looking for a better life.
If the provisions
if your government here is more effective in addressing the housing problem for the urban poor, naturally, it will become an attraction for people to come here.
But kung matanda ka na si Mama Risa Enante, si el screening mga bisinos del city government, mismo suporta del urban poor para man flush out ko na sa mga hindi di aki, then there could never be illegitimate beneficiaries. Todo lang man benefit li mga bisinos, akil mga legitimate sambuangos.
Por eso, nisita siya na tamen safeguard. Si quien ka del recipiente, quien recibe el título, nisita siya na tamen safeguard. Hindi lang po depende tamen na otro basta.
No pwede.
Mga sir, bonito kay Clara Yagayo el issue de ese palisayan. Good job daw. Kaya pala kita Clara con ese.
Well, el deberasan mga bisinos, ngay kami kanila manda beneki, sila gayot, el grupo di Mama Risa Aison, el Urban Poor Federation aquí na Ciudad de Zamboanga, elia pidi gane ese entrevista mga bisinos aquí na Teleradyo. And I think that they did it to clarify some issues. On that question na gane, el role kita tatoma sila.
Yeah, remember, they did not come here first. They went to the other station muna.
Pero siya na lang ang takipregunta no? Charlie, ito magkalyabla yung nirante kay el gobyerno hindi nakubra el cosa katab na to.
So far plano pa lang sino, but I think it's going to materialize because the city government as much as possible kerigat ayuda con el mga urban poor beneficiaries mga bisinos hindi ase mas pesaw el dila sitwasyon. And this can only be done if el development cost, for example, el component del development cost hindi naman charge con el mga beneficiaries.
Siya kita pregunta Charles, nakukin man daw siya man charge con mga taxpayers.
Well, kine kwanlino, that's a valid question. Kine partly because el urban poor sector is vital in our society. No pwede kita kanila abla, especially with the kind of load that they are carrying right now. Yung difícil ka del economic situation del diatud mga urban poor mga bisinos. Ese benepisyo tadali sa syudad para asisti ase mas libyano el sitwasyon del diatud.
I don't see any problem if it is charged to the taxes that we pay. Siguro uno del razón por qué kita tapagat taxes kaya kita alivia el kalidad del daton vida del ciudad.
Pati el importante lita pwede kita man resolve con el housing backlog mga bisinos.
Exactly.
That's the most important thing.
Diba ito no, ispan tayo. Kasi kumpra ka lito po nese po nito 1,000, kwanto 29,000 pa siya el.
Would you rather have shanties everywhere in the city where crime is prevalent, or proper housing units that can have order na
igual kay alya na Los Angeles siya na lugar alya kataba sila Skid Row na kamino lang takinal mga hete de mga tent lang
na por eso es el punto de ato nili que quiere decir kita mira el dato na se presenta administrasyon con ese problema y anticipa con este solution con ese.
Actually Ron, como tamira kita no mga bisinos kaya silbi kita antes también na city councilor poco conservative el approach del previous administrations na issue del housing para con el diato mga pobreton. Este ara tiempo de Mayor Ben, bien liberal mga bisinos, querere as much as possible use the resources of the city government, compra mga terreno para dali homelots con el diato mga beneficiaries. Because kung tabakan na si Philip, and this figure mga bisinos I think is verified, almost 30,000 el backlog diaton in terms of beneficiary families. Kaya pwede gosa con este mga tierra de gobierno the moment pwede este mga award kanila. Si pwede kita dali 1,000 arali na talisayan, tiene pa 29,000 para 29,000 to go.
Yeah. And Charlie, just to, now that you mentioned about taxes, I would rather that the money that we pay as taxpayers is being used for a good purpose to alleviate the sector of the poor rather than the money going to
the pocket
or slipping in the bank.
Juan, kasi ko sa pasid, man-time deposit lang durmi lang el na banko.
Well, ese time deposit should be a thing of the past. Hindi na si mga bisinos fashionable ara na governance. We have to use the money for the people. After all, whether they hindi man sila taxpayers at mga bisinos, we taxpayers, I think, kumutabla si Ronnie, mas kere kita el sen, chine good use.
Okay.
Chine onde kita tapon, tapon di kita miral benepisyo kung el di atul mga bibientes.
Kaya kita, kaya, no? Nasiko ya. So, according to age,
well,
hindi, yun na. So, mga bisinos, nakikita ko yung protest.
Elia lang yabla ke menorle.
So, mga bisinos, hasta kailan kami, gracias con Lord, kaya alcanza siyempre kami Friday afternoon. Mañana, Diyos quiera Sabado, tagi kami na Dateline Teleradyo Saturday edition. So, a través de si Philip Abu, muchísimas gracias. Buenas tardes a todos. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Felipe. And now, kung bien.
Well, actually, Ron, Philip, mga bisinos, over the last 3 hours, manatagay kita mga issues from the Water District down to the Urban Poor. Kaya mantakil na Dateline Teleradyo afternoon edition. And we thank you for being with us for the last 3 hours. Hopefully by tomorrow mañana aga mga bisinos, manuntuntunti tamin kita. Hasta, of course, may kita ron mañana tarde nung aga lang kita. Bien alegre kami mga bisinos, kaya asigad ustedes con el Dateline Teleradyo AM and PM editions number 1 aquí na Ciudad de Zamboanga. Muchas gracias, bye-bye.
Muchas gracias sa Secretary de Zamboanga y en calor de Rey Carlos I y también con este Rey Felipe, de ustedes Rey de la Patiga, aquí también si Ronaldo Lledó I. Habla muchas gracias y buenos días. Hasta la siguiente Dateline Teleradyo.
Yes, pack up guys. Saan tayo? May bagong bar. Let's go. Nasaan yung bar? Ayan.
Introducing the new delicious